We queer. We can't afford $9,000 a year.
I literally was just thinking that.
Hello!
Hi!
And welcome to Game Assist. Oh, I've already started coughing. I'm
Good
just putting an apology out there. Of like I'm kind of on the tail end of a cold, so if I do any coughing and spluttering and mouth breathing today, I'm so sorry.
I was running to the bus stop today and a cyclist went past and said, "Look at the state of that."
That's so rude.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Fuck.
To be fair, somebody at my work coughed in my face the other day and just went, "Oh yeah, I took a COVID test this morning. I probably should have said that." And I'm like, "Why are you in the shop without a mask on there?"
Yeah, even if it wasn't COVID,
it's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna give me reassurance because you did a COVID test this morning
and don't know the result of it."
Yeah.
Imagine thinking that makes it okay to cough in someone's face.
Oh, it's horrible.
Fucking cyclist.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
It was right by WH Long as well. I was like,
the Chinese supermarket.
yeah,
Oh
I was getting the bus there and I was like, fuck's sake. But yeah, hi Evelyn, hi Fwoosh.
Hello friends.
How are you?
How excited are you for today's stream?
Oh my god, we've been going on about how excited we've been for the last week, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm ready for shit to hit the fan.
I'm emotionally prepared for it.
In a major way.
Yeah, I made sure I was hydrated, fed, and had my vitamins today, even though because I've got a little wee bit of a hangover. Because I needed to be emotionally prepared for this.
Yeah, no, we've got sexy vegan takeout with us as well.
And fruit.
Because get those vitamins.
Get those vitamins.
Can we get sponsored by Ooey Vegan?
Oh my god, yeah, that would be great.
That would be sick.
You know.
I don't know if they're a chain, but their vegan junk food is really, really sexy.
They've got a couple of shops in the south and stuff, but it's mostly takeout.
Yeah. Okay, so our predictions / anticipation for this episode is essentially that, I mean, Charlotte and I have talked about this a bit when we went climbing the other day, but, yeah, Chickpea, I'm glad you're excited too, is essentially that, there's gonna be some really, cute, wholesome gay shit, the Spring Festival's probably gonna happen in this episode.
I feel like shit is gonna hit the fan, as we make the confession.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be oh, we've confessed to Steph. 5 minutes later, some blast happening during the festival or something.
The confession
of love.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my main prediction for this, I had two, and I discussed this with Sarah, was that this is the episode where shit is going to hit the fan, and it's going to be similar, because I've seen that the structure has been very similar to the first Life is Strange game, that this is going to be the episode where they pull some proper Twin Peaks shit. And also I've got sneaky suspicions about Jed. That was my other prediction, because I pointed out to Sarah last week that the thing that they were talking about what was it?
So in the LARP, basically, you know how in the LARP, Jed starts off as the king, and then he's revealed to be the evil villain.
I did think that was a metaphor for he's the town hero. He's kind of the patriarch of this very small town.
Yeah.
He has ties to the mining company.
But also the particular blast that they were going to cover up was the one that he supposedly saved a load of people from, and that was the main giveaway for me, that it was something to do with him.
But they were
they were burying something down
yeah.
there, and that was the main thing that gave me a giveaway there.
Hello, Charlotte E.
Hello.
We have Charlotte T here, so I don't have to distinguish between the Charlottes this time.
Yeah, just call me Turtle for short if you need to, because that's just my nickname.
But yeah, those are our predictions. Wow, I haven't done this in a while.
We are the awkward turtle crew. I love it.
Before we dive in, plug your Instagram, and then we'll talk about our commands.
Hi, so I have an autistic an autistic Instagram, which is just literally autisticturt, where I talk about my experiences of being a newly diagnosed autistic and ADHD woman, who was late diagnosed at the age of 25 for both. And what that was like, finding out in the pandemic, how I've managed it, listening and expanding my experience off of the experiences of others as well, and connecting with autistic people, because obviously it's a massive life change to go through. So, and I talk about disability politics as well, because I've got a big bug up my bum about that. So,
as do we.
Yeah.
So, and as usual, but for people who haven't been in our stream before, a couple of commands that you can put in the chat are !BDS, which should link you to the Palestine Solidarity Campaign website, so that you can find out more information about the Boycott, Divestment, Sanctions campaign, which is a campaign that Palestinian civil society called for in, I think, 2004, which is a call for the international community to enact boycotts, lobby for divestment, and lobby for sanctions against the Israeli government in order to end their apartheid regime. And the other one is !Palestine, which should link you to Medical Aid for Palestine, which is a great organization that you can donate to, which does great on the ground work, basically like helping Palestinians in their day-to-day struggle with medical care, which, you know, both because of the militarized occupation and the literal violence that they face, as well as limited access to healthcare under the occupation regime, is a huge issue. So a great organization to support if you want to donate.
I've popped them both in the chat. One thing that doesn't get talked about that much in sort of the global discussion around the panini, because I don't think we can say that word on Twitch without
The panini.
the panini, is that people will often praise Israel's vaccine rollout because it's gone pretty well, but it's gone pretty well in the sense that they've only given the vaccine to Israelis and not Palestinians.
Yeah, the Palestinian Authority brought, like, I think several hundred thousands of vaccines. Don't quote me on that figure, but they brought vaccines from the Israeli government and they were all expired.
Oh yeah, that
thing, But yeah, so on that note,
let's get
Life
into
is
the game.
Strange, True Colors, Chapter 4. Here we go.
Chocolate donut for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna have the biscuit one.
Get your snacks, get your drinks, we got ours.
Yeah.
Planet Donut, local group.
They are very good.
Very, very good donuts. Very local to Staffordshire and Manchester.
Those are vegan as well, right?
They're vegan. These are vegan ones, yeah.
It's like, you know how I'm saying that on Saturdays, even though I'm trying to eat better, Josh will come home with a box of 4 donuts. It's because his metabolism is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's literally actively trying to put on weight and it's not happening. And I'm like, well, it's because you're on your feet all day.
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, he works at a shop just like I do, and
yeah.
I spend like 8 hours just lifting boxes and bottles and stuff, and my arms are getting hench from it, but like it's also just really tiring.
Hike. It's all on this USB drive.
Oh gosh.
All the evidence.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just the speakers, I forgot to turn those off, sorry.
Oh, can we put that one down? The volume, sorry. Has to be on a multiple for 5. Again, really autistic stuff.
Twos
like,
or fives.
just
Twos
has
or
to be
fives.
has to be on 5s for volume.
Yeah.
Like, I can't deal with it otherwise.
Uh-oh, it's ACAP time. Indeed, Charlotte, indeed.
Yeah.
Also, I did see what you said, Foosh, about being caught up with the VODs now, which is great. I accidentally refreshed the page when I was trying to type the commands in.
It's all on this USB drive. All the evidence you need to nail Typhon for Gabe's death
Yeah,
and
Pike
plenty
is gonna
more.
be like, I mean, he's a cop,
Yeah.
so...
Also, let us know how the game volume
Talk
is
soon.
in comparison to our mic volume, because obviously,
Citizens of Haven Spring.
unhelpfully,
We are live at the Spring Festival.
the game menu doesn't have
One
any sound.
final reminder to head over to the Lathe Flower Cart and grab a rose before they're gone.
At Haven's inaugural Spring Festival, eligible women of good stock and birth would offer up roses in order to attract a mate.
Mate?
What can I say?
Oh my god, this is so
History
gay and I
is
love it
weird.
already. We're 5 seconds in and the gay's already
Thankfully,
coming out.
we've lost the mating stuff, but kept the roses. And if you do have a special someone in mind, a rose is a great way to say you care. And an even better way to say, hey look, a rose.
Bless.
Can't wait to give you a rose.
Sounds
Steph.
fun. Is giving away a rose something
Yes.
I do?
Yes.
Maybe. I can decide downstairs.
Because Josh was asking if there's an option to give it to neither of them. And I was like, I don't think there is.
Don't think so.
But games need to have
For
that
now,
more often.
I'll grab the
Because it's
USB
something that
stick.
Monster Prom has. Like, Monster Prom is literally a game, it's a competitive dating game.
Yeah.
And yet when you get to the end, you can choose to ask no one to prom.
I think in Coming Out on Top, which, like, if anyone's gonna look that up, it is a gay porn game. There is porn. But you can get endings where you just don't end up with anyone. And I really enjoy that.
So cute, by the way.
It is very cute, but
Like-
we're gonna look at our
This is the canon outfit, right?
That is the
Hot dog man!
Hot dog man! I'm sorry, chickpea! Sorry.
She always comes in at the worst moment.
Whenever we're just like screaming about Hot Dog Man. Oh, the cat one's really cute.
Oh, that's cute. It's like a nice
Oh.
And
purple
it's
as well.
purple. The Jane
Oh,
Doe.
Jane Doe.
But can we say the concept, the choker, the skirt, the t-shirt, the...
This is very how I dressed when I was like 16.
This is very how I dress now. Like,
I've been thinking about
same.
trying to incorporate skirts
Do it.
and dresses back into my
yes,
wardrobe.
do it! You need to show off those leg tattoos.
Yeah.
Same here.
If Josh is trying it, you can try it.
I'm so excited to get my Studio Ghibli tattoo on my leg so I can actually start showing off my tattoos
Oh, mine's
more.
covered up. But I have a six
Okay,
pack.
so what are we vibing?
I think the cat turtle one is the prettiest, and I think
really like
it screams bisexual. I'm not gonna lie.
I do really like
It's
it.
Game Assist purple.
Exactly, and it's a cat. Like it
Yeah.
screams.
Like, I love Hot Dog Man, but that shirt's not the strongest Hot Dog Man shirt I've
No.
seen.
I agree.
Will you be my date to the festival, Shuji?
Yes, I will always be it.
This reminded me of that song from Into the Woods, the I do wish to go to the festival.
I
my
love
God.
that.
It's very tempting to curl up with this all night instead of leaving my apartment.
No.
LPG.
We're gonna get our gay
Teenagers
on.
only. No adults, no kids.
Did it say that?
Yeah, teenagers only. That was the rating.
I love it.
Happy
so
Spring
funny.
Festival, Gabe. I remember trying to pregame as a teenager and just going to sleep instead.
Oh, wow,
Can I also just say, like, one of the things I really appreciate about
Looks like
this
the
game
festival
a
is
lot
already in
is
full
just
swing.
how normal
I'm pretty
Alex
nervous.
looks.
She
Like in
charmed me.
terms of like her
body
her
type.
body type. Like
Yeah.
I love all the other Life is Strange games, but all of the women, all of them are so small
Skinny,
and they're
yeah.
so skinny in
Pretty,
the games.
but not
Whereas
very
Alex like
Why
looks
does he have this?
like your average size woman, and honestly, it makes me feel so much better about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
You
I
know?
feel seen.
I do
Having
as well.
Big ass.
And
Look
I
at her. She's stunning.
yeah.
She's stunning and soft and chomby and
Yeah.
stunning and
She
and Asian.
Yeah.
And
She is still relatively tiny, yes, but compared to Max and Chloe,
yeah.
who are like sticks,
Yeah.
it's nice to see a body that looks like a body and not it's
yeah.
made of wood.
Like I
Yeah.
feel like this body. Like I think I'm.
She's like me, tiny powerhouse. Yes, whoosh.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I would really love to see like a plus size character in the games at some point. But I think that it's just like she doesn't look like she just looks like a normal
like a normal person. Like this
like a
is like
normal
my
person.
body type.
Yeah, it's like my body type as well, and
I
that's
have like more of a belly probably, but this is pretty much my body type, and that's like nice.
yeah,
to see
it's
that.
same. Like I've got because we've got very similar body types to be fair, so it's just very nice to see, and it just yeah. Anyway, I'll stop interrupting. I can't stop interrupting.
Okay, let's let
Traditionally,
people
you
watch
give
our drama
roses to your crush at the spring festival. So
about political things.
I've never had a girl give me flowers before.
I love doing that. To
sorry, I didn't know
Like,
you cared so much about
the amount of
traditional
people
gender
I've given
roles.
flowers to.
I'll get
who
back
have
to
been
my
like,
butter
I've
churn and
never received
doilies.
flowers before.
Shut up.
I buy a pair of flowers for my partner all the time. I think it's a really cute thing to do.
I don't think anyone's ever done that for me before.
I will buy you flowers.
I've been meaning to tell Jed about the sink, but I'm afraid he'll try to teach me how to fix it myself.
Cat-friendly flowers.
Well,
Yes.
one of my my therapist is like on holiday for a few weeks, and one of my bits of my therapy homework is to treat myself and make myself a really nice meal and like have a night in. And I was thinking that I might also try and like take myself on a date.
Do it.
Yes.
I've honestly like never done it before. I've never just like
yes.
gone to the movies with myself or like gone to dinner with myself or anything like that. So I'm gonna try and do it.
Like, one of the best things you can do with your hobbies is
Don't
take yourself
worry.
on a date. Like,
I'll come
been to
back to
gigs by
you.
myself, go to the cinema all the time by myself. Like, it's
One
just
day
it's
I'll
a really good
organize
way
the
of getting
stuff
to
in
know
here.
yourself as well.
Today is
Yeah.
not that.
I don't think I've ever gone to the cinema on my own and stuff, but I will frequently go shopping on my own and just like have music on and like
Same.
buy myself some nice new things.
Yeah.
What are the chances your instruction manual is in here?
Charlotte has said, I feel like animators
Yeah,
are not ready to animate
This one
plus-size
ornament
bodies
will
yet.
really bring my tree
Yeah,
together.
definitely.
Wow.
Fusha said animators will go to lengths to animate the most unrealistic stuff, but not a bit of realistic fat.
Yeah.
Even The
True.
Sims 4 isn't particularly great. Yeah, honestly, The Sims 4 is a really good example of like, you know
streamlights.
how
The key to unlocking the for now.
a lot of the
I'll
issues
grab the
I have with
USB
plus size
stick.
clothing is that people will make something to fit a sample size and then just like drag the corner in Photoshop to size it up rather than sizing it up in proportion to how larger people's bodies work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is interesting because when it comes to protagonists, you guys are absolutely right. But I have played games and seen games that have animated fat bodies before, but like notably only in like villain roles, like
Yeah.
Resident Evil 8 or
Yeah.
Heavenly Sword,
Yeah.
where there are these like grotesque like fat bodies that are meant to be
Yeah.
shameful and gross and
Yeah.
villainous, and
What
it's just
was
horrible.
the character in Life is Strange who I consistently tried to save and she didn't like me?
Oh, Alyssa. There was like yeah,
Alyssa.
Alyssa and Daniel were fat, and that was good.
Yeah, but Alyssa and to an extent Daniel were also kind of comic relief.
They were just whatever characters.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just not, it's not on. And I think that
No.
it's like, it's just something that I really wish
Yeah.
the gaming industry would get so much better with.
I mean, to be fair, I
I
would
think I'll stick with
be
Minesweeper from now on.
concerned if
Man,
like,
the latest issue gets
a
dark.
game designer tried
sure
to animate
Ethan
a body
will be
like
fine.
mine, because considering what they do with titty jiggle,
I
I would not trust them with my belly jiggle and my butt
Yeah.
jiggle and my leg jiggle.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that the animator's fat phobia will always be a part of it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
100%.
So
it's the same problem when it comes to film and television. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even more so in that, like, at least with film and television, you can cast a person who is actually fat,
yeah.
and they can bring their lived experience to the
I
role
wish I could have
Yeah.
helped
and
Char.
hopefully shape it in that
But
way.
taking her
With
pain
game
away didn't
designers
feel
and,
right.
and animators, it's literally entirely based on their own perception of fat people.
I 100% agree because of like the whole what animation is and the work that goes into that. But I just realized that sculpture was foreshadowing
Was
for the
it?
decision with Charlotte.
Oh, let's have a
Oh,
look.
about taking her anger,
Yeah, look, because she's like opening like her chest,
and it's red.
and it's red,
Right. Oh, wow, okay.
and like
Speaking
it
of
looks like Charlotte.
Yeah,
yeah.
we'd probably have texts and journal entries to read.
Yes, you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
We
I
do
haven't-
have
I'm
text
about ready
read
to
'cause I've
start
seen
my own
them.
list.
And Charlotte, I agree about Calico. I need to play some more of Calico.
I've got a lot riding on you.
Because
We chose to leave.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I
Time
did.
to head downstairs.
Wait, I streamed some Calico. I was having trouble with the controls on PC. It was some really weird controls on PC, but I enjoyed that for like chubby magical girl representation. I very much enjoyed
I've been
Calico.
meaning to tell Jed about the
And
sink.
yeah, we decided to
but I'm afraid he'll try
leave
to
her with
teach
her
me how to
anger
fix it
because
myself.
we had a huge discussion about emotional labor and growing from the experiences in your life, and we were concerned. We were like, if we leave her with her
I've been
anger, we
playing
need to
more
make sure
these
she is
past few
okay
weeks,
because she might do
and
something
the last
silly.
few years.
But we're not going to take it because that would
Feels
be worse
nice.
for us in the long run and her.
Yeah, episode 3 will be up on YouTube on Monday.
Yeah.
so-
I'll win
It's
the
because we
bar,
streamed it on
we'll
Sunday,
ride
so there wasn't
again.
enough time to do the turnaround.
Yeah, and then this one will be up the week after as well. If Chickpea meows again, I'll go check on her.
Yeah, I was
She
going to say the
sounded like
meows
she-
a bit.
She sounded like she was crying for something, but she's quiet now.
Everything is so not fine.
Alright. Okay, she came in here. What's up?
What's up, Chickpea?
You okay, babe?
Chippy. Hi.
What is it? What is it, baby?
Oh.
Is it because maybe your door's shut?
It might be because my door is shut, but she's in here now, so... I don't
Where are
know.
you going?
She vanished.
Is she gonna hop up here?
Maybe. I think maybe she just wants attention or something. She might have been trying to get into my room, but I shut my door because my fire alarm is beeping, and I don't really want us to hear that. Okay.
Oh, Charlotte redeemed show us a cat.
Oh.
Are you comfortable with grabbing her? Or should
I will
do it?
attempt it.
I can
Just-
grab her if you want.
Hi.
Just grab her under her arms, it's usually fine. Yeah.
Sweet Pete. Ooh,
There you
Oh,
go.
baby.
There
Hello.
you go.
little baby.
Hiya. Hi. Little baby. She's just like, no, stop this. Look at the belly.
Look at her grumpy
Look at
face.
the belly.
Oh, can you guys see her? Yeah, she's on camera.
Yay, we're shaking hands.
There you go, Chick Pete.
Hey.
Oh, you're so stabby. Ow.
Oh, bless.
Okay.
Are you
Heard-
comfortable?
Yes.
Heard some kind of commotion coming from the Silver Dragon when I was walking to the festival. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
Okay. From Mike Loller.
Guess the festival
The Spring
started
Festival
a while
has begun.
ago.
First up, we have our annual chili cook-off, and later we'll have live music, a jelly bean guessing contest, and a raffle, as well as food, drink, and a bonfire. Let's kick spring off right.
Woohoo! Finally!
Chili, beer, and jelly beans, the ingredients for another great festival. Is it like every single American like festival thing always has like a chili cook-out or
Chili
cook-off?
is a very Midwestern thing.
That makes sense.
Also, Fush has said a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to word this, but there's something that irked me about profiling Charlotte with flat-out anger. I understand grief is irrational, but the unbridled pure rage that was written for Charlotte didn't sit right. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, no. Though, no, you're not. We had a whole discussion about how, because she's a black woman, she's been painted, like, she's the only woman that we've seen
Get angry,
I think that it isn't the fact of it that's the problem, but more the fact that she's the only, I guess, like, the only woman that we've seen that happen with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me personally, I definitely, like, get where you're coming from. I think that I'm like partly reserving judgment until I see where things go, but I definitely see where you're coming from, because we did talk about how, like, you know, that, like, angry black woman trope and stuff like that. Because it is interesting if you compare it to how, for example, like, for Steph, we've just seen sadness.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, I wonder how much this is gonna come into play in the next 2 episodes, but we don't, like, Alex, because of her power and because of the trajectory of this, narrative, like, we're not really in touch with what Alex herself feels.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't seem to get an aura around herself.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if we looked in a mirror and were able to see her own aura.
Yeah.
And like how she's maybe they're kind of coding it as like because she's feeling the emotions of others, she suppresses her own emotions.
Yeah, no,
which is
100%.
something I'm getting a vibe from.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing with Charlotte was quite interesting. And I actually, one of the things I've said as well is that if we get punished in any way for choosing to leave that situation, I'm going to be quite upset, because we actually discussed how it's the more healthy and emotionally mature decision to make for ourselves, and to be punished for that is quite a toxic sort of outlook on the situation.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, and
No, I totally agree, and we said that last time, and I think that that's for me partly why I'm like, I'm going to see where it goes and, like, what the consequences of that decisions are, but I think you're absolutely right to, like, flag that as an issue moving forward, Foosh.
Yeah, and they've also said, I mean it as in racial profiling, and how her anger almost seemed even scary to Alex. And then Charlotte's mentioned about how Ryan was also angry / scary, but was presented in a more masculine way. Yeah,
it was like this is fine because, like, white men being angry is fine.
Yeah, we've talked about, and are probably going to end up doing a video essay on how gendered the emotions are in this game so far. And that it's typically been, if someone is feeling something that isn't worry or joy, If they're a man, it's anger, and if they're a woman, it's sadness, except for Charlotte.
I haven't seen...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What were you going to say?
I was just briefly going to say that, like, for me personally, and I think it's a really interesting observation, that Charlotte, was it Charlotte E that made the observation around Alex being scared?
That was Foosh.
That was Foosh. Okay, that's a really interesting observation because, by contrast, for me personally, as we've kind of unpacked as we've been going along, Ryan's anger really scared me. Charlotte's anger didn't scare me at all.
No, me neither. And I think the one thing I would also say is that I haven't seen spoilers for it because I don't know what happens at the end of the game.
Good.
But obviously, but I think that one of the things I have noticed with people talking about the game is how a lot of the time people are very sort of like, oh, Ryan's a really nice guy and I have a soft spot for him, even though we've seen this angry side of him. And I personally am a bit sort of like, ugh, about that. And then people commenting on Charlotte being angry and doing that whole sort of like, it's scary, and just sitting there and thinking, okay, so one person is allowed to get angry in this situation but another person isn't that just a little bit, you know?
Well, it's because we like normalize and think it's okay for like men, particularly white men, to be angry, right?
Yeah.
But like women of color, black women in particular, like they're not allowed to be angry.
No, and it really annoyed me the way that people were commenting on that, because it's just like, right, so one person is Ryan's allowed to be angry at the death of his best mate, but Charlotte's not allowed to be angry at the death of her partner, you know, like, and the whole racial aspect of it was the thing that I was like glaringly obvious. But then whenever someone was challenged with it, they'd be like, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's like, it's very clearly subconsciously what you're trying to say.
We've got some more chat. Frush said, I have a feeling this game builds up to how Alex is sort of setting aside her feelings as she tends for others, and that might call back to her later. Charlotte said, not liked, but I thought that exploring that she was so angry with Ethan about it was actually a really interesting and clever choice in terms of parenting, but also in that I felt kind of angry at him too after the first chapter. Also, I think black women should be allowed to be angry without judgment, which I do think Charlotte is given in this game.
Yeah, I think the text itself didn't feel like it was judging Charlotte. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Like, Alex seemed a little bit afraid, but I didn't feel like the way that the text framed Charlotte's anger was in, like, a shameful or punitive or, like, anything way. But again, it does kind of depend on how the consequences of that choice play out.
Yeah.
But, really good discussion, guys.
Yeah.
Very good discussion.
Thank you.
Now let's
so
talk about chili.
Yay!
Thanks everyone for another excellent Springfest chili cook-off. My mouth is still burning.
Killer chili, Mike. Remind me to get a recipe for the lantern.
You wish.
I'm so full.
A brief thing as well is that because
Steph did
you know
a
how
really
we're, like,
great job
suspicious of
putting all
Jed.
that together.
Always
Jed
suspicious.
was the only person who was like weirdly calm at the memorial, if you ask me.
Yeah, he was.
So, anyway, a huge shout out to everyone who's helped out with the LARP. I think we really helped boost Ethan's spirits, and I had a great time too.
I had a blast.
Me too. We should definitely do it again.
Splendid work, Stephanie.
Is that what that was?
Still banned.
The Magpie Emporium. They changed the name.
Steph, lesbian hot. How much did you love the LARP? We loved the LARP.
We loved it.
loved
You
the
should have
LARP.
seen our faces.
I
like,
I think I started flapping.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
remember, I did,
You
yeah.
started flapping. My jaw dropped completely, and Tara was just like,
I was screaming.
It was
It
great.
was so good.
We were all stimming in our own way.
We were all incredibly happy.
Yeah.
Kind Haven listeners, we are now live at the Spring Festival. We're starting with the Spring Festival.
Yes, sir.
Swing by our trailer in the park to grab some raffle tickets and maybe win some merch.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And make sure to stick around and keep your eyes on the main stage. We have something special brewing. Wink, wink.
Oh shit! I feel a concert coming on.
Oh yeah, she roped Alex into playing.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah.
I'm so excited to hear nothing.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm not sure if we got those first texts before, but I'm happy to be the other person if someone wants to take Alex.
I'll take Alex.
Okay. Alex, I'm so sorry about before. I really did appreciate your help. It just hit me hard.
Don't apologise, it's been hard for all of us.
Are you joining us this evening, dear?
Yes, this is one party I'm willing to brave.
Ha, we'll make it as painless as possible, winky face.
Am I doing all the guys again? I'll do all the guys, it's fine.
You wanna.
I'm fine with that. Hey Alex, it's Ethan. I'm really sorry about that. The LARP was amazing, really. You are a badass.
You don't have to apologise, I had so much fun with you. Oh, have a great time with your dad and stay safe.
Enjoy the spring festival. Wish I could be there, but at least I'm getting crazy good work done on the next Thanor comic.
Sweet, what's happening in this issue?
No spoilers! But Thanor finds out a gate to the underworld and finds the king of the demons.
Oh snap, that actually seems like a pretty big spoiler.
That's the first page, lol.
That's just the first
I love it.
Charlotte said, I have a feeling we may actually be able to hear the concert.
Ooh.
It's potentially original music, I guess.
Nice. Okay. Who wants to take Joy?
I'll do Joy. I guess I'm used to feeling like the whole world changes when I take on someone's emotions. But what Ethan's Joy did to Haven, the way that it lassoed the entire town and dragged it into his fantasy, I've never experienced anything like that. I actually felt Alex dissolve, sort of, and underneath it was just Alwyn. It felt really good to try on a different history, to remember a different life in a different world. But when the sirens came and Haven snapped back into focus, I don't think fantasy Alex could have done what I did. Ethan didn't need her, he needed me. And that felt good. Monster or mortal, the forest notices, sky sword of power, horrible creatures stalk the street, exactly the heroes I need. We can pry jewels from claws on your behalf, or we can wear masks and stalk the streets. Are we the monster? Are we mortal? Whenever you need us to be.
Are we human? Or are we dancers?
Are we monster? Or are we mortal?
Also, hello Mimi, welcome. I
Hi.
said hello in the chat already, but welcome.
Welcome, Mimi. Some anger blisters like old film stock stuck in a projector. It eats you up from the inside, melts away everything else until all you are is a brittle shell and a boiling mass of blame and guilt. Make some art. Supposed to help, right? But it doesn't. Just fills your shop with reminders of what a shitty person you are. Don't know how I knew I could do it. It was like suddenly noticing an extra limb, somehow invisible until the very moment I thought to use it. I could reach inside, find Charlotte's anger, turn it down, turn it off. Teach me to need someone again. I can't look at you. Supposed to protect us. When did I become such a fucking monster? But I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. I didn't know what it would do to her, who she'd be after I took that pain away. It felt like such a violation. Hadn't she earned the right to be angry? That's interesting. I was so sure that I was helping people, that whatever else I am, I could at least offer this one thing to those who need it. But Charlotte's hurt is bigger than me, stronger. I have to hope that I can do more good by walking away than I could by meddling. I'm carving you out of stone. Finally learned how to need someone. Crack your coffin, penny for your thoughts. On the fucking monster I've become.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
So, some of the writing in the journal is actually just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I read it and I'm like,
She's
wow.
a very good writer. Like,
Yeah.
It is nice to know that.
I should really head down to the park.
she's like, nope.
Oh, I need to send that. I don't know if you've seen it. I followed it on the Game Assist account. There's a Twitter account that just like
Alwyn the Bard
chronicles all the
ride
different ways that
again.
video games tell you can't go to a certain area yet.
Yeah.
And that's one of. I'm
That's
gonna need to screenshot it at some point and send it.
That's amazing.
Going to eat my donut.
Good idea.
I'm very excited.
Munch munch.
I kind of want to cut it, if I'm honest.
Probably a good. I usually eat those with a fork. They're so large.
Oh, can I go get a fork?
Yes, of course you can. There's also kitchen towel and stuff if you need it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, just chilling my butt, guys.
I'm so excited for the spring festival.
Yes.
Should have taken down my lesbian flag and just draped it around my shoulders today.
Sorry for laughing, but the fact that we got a
Test.
got
Check.
a notification
Check.
for first time chat from viewer,
Check.
and it's a bot.
Holy shit! You own a skirt?
Right, your donut is on the floor.
Hey guys.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's a contest time.
Happy first Springfest.
Thanks. I got a hold of Pike. He'll be here soon.
Right.
Once
so
he
gay
sees
shit's
what's
gonna
on that
happen,
stick,
and then
it's
shit's gonna hit.
over
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Typhon.
100%.
Hence the celebration. I think we've all earned the right to enjoy ourselves a little tonight.
Well, I don't know about
The
you.
band's coming on soon.
What
better
did
be
you
front
do?
and center.
What
Remember
have
when
you
he was
done?
like, "Oh, I was so stressed with the distraction. He didn't do anything."
You didn't do anything.
Steph's muscular arms. I'm gonna start thirsting. That's what we're here for, Mimi.
That is what we are
I'm
here
just
for.
apologising in advance, guys. Like, we are very, very much, like, we're hating on Ryan. Like, not hating on him, but, like, just not fanning him, like,
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, I'm hating on him.
Well, yeah. Just, like, not, you know.
I should have added a gay counter
God, yeah.
so that like every time one of us says something gay about Steph, viewers can like
It
do
would break.
exclamation mark
Yeah.
like gay, and it'll be like
Gay.
Gabe's sister says this many gay. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh my god. We're good. We're fine.
is that some gay tea? Oh, Pride LGBT. Ah, I love it.
Oh, that's great.
I will professionally admire her musculature.
I'm
Yeah.
looking respectfully.
Yeah.
Do you need any help? Is what I'd ask, I guess.
Oh, those arms. What? I
She's
like
hot.
arms.
She's, you know what she could be? She could 100% be a climbing gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
She's 100% a climbing gay.
We see girls who look exactly like that. Like,
Yeah.
at
All the
Bulgari
time,
Center, like,
yeah.
all the time.
And it is debilitating.
I just end up staring, and then every time they look round at me,
I'm
I'm,
like,
just like,
"Oh."
"Hi."
Oh, I'm not. I'm
You
like,
didn't
I
really
wasn't looking.
I'm just like, you
I'm
didn't really
admiring
climb
your
the
technique.
climber. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not staring at you.
admiring
Your
your
arm.
technique, not your gorgeous
Ass.
body. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, rad. Do you need help setting up for the show?
Nah, it's all good. We're almost there.
I have to run back to the trailer. Go be a normal person for a while.
Can't make any promises.
Don't leave us.
Text me when it's ready.
Whew. Okay, we can go talk to other people.
If I wanted to give away a rose, Steph and Ryan would definitely be on my list.
Yeah, I agree, Charlotte.
Anyway,
I feel like
Time to enjoy the
Ryan
festival.
could be. He works better as a big brother type character or just a good friend.
Maybe I could
Yeah,
give a
he
rose
does.
to Steph or
Yeah,
Ryan.
the way Charlotte's put it is, I don't hate Ryan, but I don't love him for Alex.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. That's exactly
Yeah.
how I feel.
He's like, especially in the way the trend of Life is Strange men.
Yeah.
He is
He's
definitely
definitely not.
one of the better ones.
The last time we did this episode, I sat with Sarah's flatmate and went through a list of all of the men in Life is Strange and how the bar is basically so
The bar-
low.
The
It's
bar,
so-
the bar, Sarah, the bar. Oh my god, bringing back an old meme from Doki Doki.
Yeah.
The bar is on the floor.
The bar is on the floor for these men, and there's about 2 or 3 that are either on the line or just over, and there's a lot of men in the series.
It's
like
Gabe, because we noticed that Gabe, Esteban, and William are all great guys, and they are dead.
yeah. So what does that say,
Yeah.
guys? Like, what does that
I
say?
mean, I'm guessing
They-
that's a Life is Strange 2 spoiler, but like,
Like
Not
it's
really.
Not a
It's in the
spoiler.
trailer.
Okay.
It's in the trailer.
is this the dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the start.
Yeah.
It literally happens in
Oh,
the first
the
half
one
an hour.
who gets killed by the
But the
Yeah.
police,
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. That's not a spoiler. 'Cause that
Hashtag
was literally
2020 the bar, sorry. Which is like, I was there, I was there.
You were there.
Yeah, I don't even think it was 2020. I think it was early 2020.
Yeah. I think it was.
Yeah, because we only started streaming this year, which is wild. Like, except for the like one Wicked Willow stream that we did.
Sorry, it's a memory of
Izzy.
Izzy.
This show rules. It's thing. Anyway, I'm Izzy. That's Steph. We're Drugstore Makeup from Seattle.
That's such a good name.
Merch. Dude, count me in. I'm dying.
So we missed it in our playthrough of episode 2, but I might have mentioned this last time. Izzy is someone that you can find a memory of, Steph's memory of in episode 2. There's like a button on the roof or like the roof bit of Gabe's apartment that has like a memory of Izzy, where they were in a band together, as that memory showed. And she was really upset with Steph when Steph decided to stay in Haven. And Steph asked Izzy if she wanted to stay as well, and she was like, no, I don't want to be the only trans person in town.
Yeah. Do you know if she's voiced by a trans woman?
I do not know, but we can find out.
I will do a quick Google. Also, Mimi says, and just from skimming this, I don't think this is going to be as controversial as you think it is, Mimi. Not to be controversial or anything, but it's annoying how people see Warren as a love interest when he's literally purposely written to be bad for Max.
Yeah, that's the tea.
Yeah, you're completely. I mean,
You're
like,
100%,
correct. Yeah, I
100%.
played Life is Strange for the first time.
Wish I could have seen
like half a year
Drugstore
ago
Makeup play.
as a bisexual.
No.
Who could have had the opportunity to be attracted to Warren. He's a fucking creep.
He is a creep.
He's an absolute creep.
I've got some time to kill. Might
And
as
then
well wander
Elliot is a whole
around
other
and be
kettle of fish.
social.
Oh god.
Elliot.
I had high hopes for him,
Doing
and
this
then it
takes a
quickly
certain
went
type of
downhill.
person,
Yeah.
and I am
Which you'll
not
see
that
as
person.
our Before the Storm.
He just came very... I always registered him as just a little bit, like, possessive. I don't know.
Well, and then that definitely...
And then that showed,
The world's most unnecessary vodka delivery system.
Yeah, it's like Ryan is the least
So then,
bad of
where's
three
the after party
horrible,
this year?
like, male
After party?
love interest. Oh,
Come
we're not even
on.
talking about
Young man
the
like
one from
yourself,
Life is
you
Strange
must
2,
know
'cause
what the
that'll be
house
spoilers.
is.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
we'll
I'm
be
getting
playing it
pretty bushed.
soon.
Yeah.
Thinking of calling it
Oh,
a night
After
soon.
we've finished
Mr.
Marvel's
Lantern.
Avengers.
But I
God,
would
what
say
you
that...
What is this town coming
I
to?
would say that Life is Strange
Used to be that the
consistently gives
spring
us
festival
bisexual
wasn't complete
protagonists
till everyone
and
was either
consistently
asleep in the
gives us
park or in someone
terrible
else's
male love
bed.
interests. But you know what? In my experience,
Must have
in my
been pretty
experience
wild
of
back in
talking
your
to my
day.
many bisexual
My
friends,
day.
that
I'm
seems
talking about
accurate
last
to the
year.
bisexual experience.
Yeah, it's very much just like, oh
Remember
my
that
gosh,
song,
all girls and
Alabaster
all
Daydreams?
non-binary people and
Early
a lot of
2000s?
trans people, regardless of their
Maybe?
gender, are beautiful.
Anyway,
But my
the
standard for
weirdest
men
thing
is like
happened
up
today.
here.
Yeah,
They have
as
to-
it should be.
They have to be
studying,
perfect.
and thinking
As it
about
should
the
be.
lyrics,
Yeah.
and wishing it would come on.
I'm
And then it
avoiding
totally
the
did.
stuff for now. 'cause
What are
I
the
wanna save
chances?
the
Yeah.
rest.
Right?
I've had my
Kinda
fair
makes
share
you
of
think,
Warren Simps
doesn't it?
getting mad at me for
About the
spilling facts. How
vibrations
can
we
you
emit
simp
into
for
the
that, man?
ether.
How can you simp for
You know,
Warren?
Like,
That is
Psychic
toxic as
waves and
fuck.
whatnot.
yeah.
Is
It's like
the
it is.
Karmic energy
I
is
mean,
favorite
not
time
like on
of
the
the
same
year.
level, but it is
By
like
far.
simping
That
for
kind of
Joe
enthusiasm
Goldberg.
is infectious.
Oh,
From
yeah.
you.
I'm glad that you can connect with this now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not-
Still haven't watched the new season.
Me neither.
I'm sure
I'm fine, I'm not
literally
spoiling
have-
for anyone then.
I literally
Maybe I
have
can
one
say hi.
episode left of season 2.
Oh, so you
So
isn't
I'm
season
caught up.
2 so amazing?
It's good. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but it's interesting because like I think that for a bit I was like, okay, I feel like I'm starting to get bored because it's the same patterns as season 1. But yeah, A, and then it wasn't, and B, also the fact that it was the same patterns is in and of itself interesting to his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
What? No
Oh,
marshmallows?
okay. I'll turn the game volume
Come
down.
on.
Oh, I stepped on my chips.
as long as you didn't step in the chips.
No, I closed the lid.
You've got garlic butter all over your foot. What have I done with this donut?
I don't know. How have you?
So I'm just gonna give a little like flag
Because
guide.
these ones don't have holes, do they? They have like
no,
they have a
like,
dip.
There's a little pouch in the middle. So yeah, I am really weird when it comes to food, and like I think it's just.
You're not weird.
I'm
You're
just-
just neurodivergent.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think it's an
I get it.
autistic thing. I whenever I eat chocolate, I will always eat everything off it before I eat the middle. Like, I just it's interesting. Like I want to eat this brownie bit, but no.
That's fine.
How
take your
is
time.
the sound now? By the way, everyone.
Oh.
Oh, there's a filling inside.
There's a
Yeah.
dip. There's a dip. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
yeah. That's one thing I found really interesting about these donuts is that they look like they are whole donuts with like a filling in, but they just have like a little pool for sauce.
Just a little dip.
Sound is better. I'm glad.
I love what you've done with your bar.
Eleanor's sad.
God, I just hope Riley is doing all right.
Oh no, Eleanor's really worried about Riley. I wonder what's wrong.
Oh, is it because she's at
Hi,
college
Eleanor.
now?
Yeah. I think so.
Good evening, dear.
Hey, so where's Riley? I haven't seen her around.
Well, she's got a lot going on right now. I think she'd rather keep to herself tonight.
Okay. That was odd. I wonder if there's something she's not telling me.
We drinking later?
Yes, I don't know. We're going to drink.
I mean,
Maybe not.
if it comes to that, then yeah, I would like
Maybe.
to.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Maybe not. Based out on the fact that on that for a sec. Yeah, no.
That's okay.
Decorations really turned out beautifully. It must have been a huge amount of work.
I am now a sober
It's worth it.
person, so that's a thing.
Oh, officially now.
I don't like officially like I didn't have like a day and I'm not keeping count,
Yeah.
but
No, I mean like because before you were just like, I drink less.
Yeah.
I think I just feel increasingly uncomfortable with the idea of drinking.
That's
so
fair.
I think that for now, I would say that I'm probably just committed to being sober.
Good for you, pal.
Yeah, congrats.
Very proud of you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I better get going.
Enjoy your night.
You too.
Festival spread.
There's no graceful way to sample everything on this. My bad.
What was that for? Oh, well, I
should
wasn't
tell-
paying attention to
My
people. I was
bad.
only paying attention to the food, you know. I'm back, Steph. Apple bobbing. God, this is such white people shit.
Got them apple bobbing jeans.
Boots with the fur.
232.
Oh, jelly bean
Bean
counter.
233.
This is a guy who lost his dog.
234.
He's sad.
The whole
No, this came as the red one was 234. Wait,
Why do I do this to myself? Damn it.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Nice to see you.
You're taking this jelly bean thing very seriously.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because the prize is a
Is it
$100
guess?
gift card.
the
Yeah.
number of jelly beans.
Chrissy's been all anxious ever since she got lost. So, I thought I could get her a bunch of treats.
I feel like
Which is really embarrassing,
No.
saying it out loud.
Not at all.
Oh.
That's
it's
sweet.
very sweet, but I would maybe
Maybe I
consider
can
a
help.
fancy dog bed, not just
For
like
real?
buy a shit ton
Are
of
you
treats.
Yeah, that's fair.
How many jelly beans do you think
Because
there are?
otherwise your dog will have. Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh, no.
What do we think, guys? We're just gonna have to guess because we haven't found any information. Although,
We can listen to. We can.
can we mind read? Or is it too
If you
late?
press R1.
No, I don't think I can.
yeah, so I think
you're
we
Look
running
at the
out.
jar. Look at the jar. It's
It looks like a lot.
like
He was counting in the 200s, but I'm always wanting to like pick the big number, but also,
I'm gonna go. I've just done ip-dip-do and I've gone with 800. So
Okay.
It's always more than you think it is.
Yeah.
I'd say like 800 or so.
Huh. Yeah, could be.
Feels like something just changed in that lady by the jar.
Haha! Nice one,
Maybe I
guys.
should read
Swish
her.
says 300. Why is she angry? She went from happy to
No,
angry.
she's worried.
800's actually not bad.
Yeah. There we go.
Hopefully they don't go lower.
Haha!
Oh, I was close. Maybe I should say something.
Okay.
This is impossible, right?
Well, yeah, guessing the exact number is probably
Maybe
weird.
it's probably closer to like 600.
maybe.
I've never seen anyone so focused
Yeah.
on a jelly. Hey, I've got another guess.
Yeah?
700.
700.
700, yeah.
I think it's closer to 700.
Yeah. 700 feels right. but we have to get it exactly.
Just felt that lady's heart skip a beat. Read her again.
The great use of our power.
Yeah.
Dear me, they're really close to 7:31. Who is this girl?
Hell yes.
Haha. Me, I won't use Max's power to make friends. Me, I will use it to win this guy $100 gift card for his dog.
731 jelly beans.
That's correct.
Yeah. Get dabbed on.
Thanks so much for your help. You rule.
You guys are watching Drag Race UK, right?
I'm very behind.
I'm a bit behind as well.
I was just gonna say something I noticed watching yesterday's episode was Theresa May dabs a lot, and I love that for her.
I love that.
Theresa May?
Chorizo
May, okay. Oh, my
She's like
heart,
a
I had a panic attack.
No.
Just thinking, why is Theresa May on Drag Race? Like,
well, you never know these days.
Miniatures.
I fully had a conversation with my therapist the other day about how, like, okay,
I remember
she mentioned being a boulderer, and then she mentioned that she was tired because she stayed up late watching Drag Race.
Okay, so she's gay, right?
I'm not advocating
definitely.
Like, we already thought she was gay with the bouldering.
Yeah, she's definitely gay.
She's
Well,
got
not gay,
queer.
queer, because you said she has a husband.
She's got a husband, but I
queer.
feel like she's queer. And,
He comes racing
yeah,
out
I
of the
fully
dock.
had like a whole thing being
Over a
like,
couple of tables along the way.
telling her that I was
see
thought
him
that
haul an ass
it was
toward the
a
dock, and I get
neoliberal
on
like
after
nightmare.
because I know
Yeah.
what he's aiming
It's
for.
like, this really is the
Sure as
therapist
hell,
for me.
This son of a bitch jumps right off the end of the dock. It's been a hell of a month.
I'm also just saying, like, for the record, like now, if we're right about Jed, then my gut reaction to him in episode 1 was correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So
I've been smodgy with him ever since the end of episode 1, so...
in his element.
I saw him and I was like, that is a man I do not trust.
Yeah, you were
For
like,
no
that
reason.
is a racist.
For no reason
And we
at
found
all.
out he goes hunting.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be really funny
fine,
if
though.
Jed was bad and then Jefferson was bad? So basically, we just have to be sus of anybody whose name starts with a J.
With a J, yeah.
This is
Oh, that's the
awesome.
music girl.
Favorite time of the year.
Oh yeah,
By
who was
far.
studying in the pub.
Aww.
And we picked the song for her. Writer boyfriend.
I'm glad that these are recurring characters.
So, there's this young farm maid in the elvish countryside.
Oh my god, has he
Sets out
got
to find
into
her missing
fantasy
sister,
because of the
who was
law?
abducted years ago by a guild of
Oh,
warlocks.
I love it.
Go on.
Supportive
Along
boyfriend.
the way, she picks up mercenaries. Steph. Thanks
Yes!
for helping me find the fun again.
Yay!
Wasn't the only one.
I love how it's called writer boyfriend and supportive
Yeah.
boyfriend. Like, it's so good. I love it.
Bush has just said no, just Steph.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Mac.
Hi, I guess.
Haven't seen Mac in a while. He seems no better off than before. I heard the call. And I wanted to thank you. I know you tried to do the right thing.
It doesn't mean I think you should get back together with Riley.
No.
What now?
I'm taking Typhon down. The whole
It's not like
hornet's nest.
you know that character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the one who used to be Amy's boyfriend, who
I'm
every
not
time
betting
he
against
encounters
you.
her is like, "Will you marry me?"
Yes.
Like Ted.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
they're the only ones cutting checks in town. And I still got plenty of bills to pay.
Wait, what?
He's basically like, I can't take down Typhon with you because I need a job. Like, I need the money.
Okay. Like, I'd just say okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that too because like, there's no guarantee that he's gonna get another job, especially in this town that's so heavily owned by Typhon.
That's
Yeah.
the problem with small towns, like especially in America, where like a company like basically owns the whole place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and you know what this channel is all about, you know what we're about, and like taking out capitalism and doing everything you can to not be complicit 100%. But like, if your livelihood is at risk, if you're at risk, if your safety is at risk, if your life is at risk, there's no, like, keep yourself safe. Like, I would never expect anyone to risk their own, like, safety, like, for it, so I'm not gonna shame him for that.
Yeah, no, Typhon fully has the power to ruin his life.
Yeah.
And I can understand wanting to try and stay financially secure, at least for the foreseeable.
Yeah. People don't always have the material power to, like, make a decision like that, and that's wonderful.
Yeah. Also,
I guess I can't blame you.
Woosh says,
money's money.
Alex is so good in purple,
Just
I'm gonna eat
keep
some.
your guard up, okay?
Also, that action
to see how much you care
has
about me.
had consequences.
Oh, I love that little eye roll.
Yeah.
No wonder you try to break up me and Riley.
Oh no!
Oh, shut up.
There's
What?
Mac I know.
Yeah, she was like, there's the asshole.
Yeah. She's not into you.
Oh god,
Disgusting.
She's just not being a dick.
Fucking disgusting.
disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
It's-
It was one of yours.
we have seen all of these.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
We've
it-
not- have
it's-
we not
it's just
seen-
everything's set.
Everything's set. Meet me at the stage.
On my way. Chickpea, what are you doing?
She's listening to us. She's rooting for us.
She was waiting.
Two-faced.
Hi, Alex. Wanted to wish you a wonderful first spring festival. Unfortunately, I have to work through it this year, but I really appreciated our conversation earlier today. It was great getting to know you better. Smiley face.
Thanks, Diane. The feeling is mutual. Smiley face.
Oh dear.
Take it easy,
Yeah.
ready for me. I better head back.
Rose before music. Okay, thank you,
Damn.
Charlotte.
He
Rose
even really
before me.
parties
Does
at
that
this
mean
festival, huh?
Steph before Ryan?
No, I think it means go to the rose cart before going back to the stage.
I think I've already taken a rose.
Have you? Do you? Have
I
you?
don't think you have.
Yeah, because when I went to Steph, it was like rose.
Have you not?
Because I've
Oh,
I've
okay.
already taken
Yeah.
Next morning,
Steph.
Steph. Rose.
Rose.
Here we
Rose.
go.
Woo.
Steph is
Woo.
just awesome.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
Maybe I could give
Yes,
a rose
we
to
will
her.
give Rose.
Oh.
Here we go.
That face.
It's for you.
She's like nervous.
Are you serious?
Of course I am.
I did ask you to marry me yesterday.
Dude. Thank you so
Steph's
much.
freezing.
This totally makes my night.
I'm glad.
She's just like,
Hey,
what do I do?
could we meet up after the show tonight? I actually have some pretty big news to share. She said mysteriously. Of course. Speaking of, Ryan should be done any minute. Meet me there?
Sure.
I'm kind of really
You
glad
gonna wink at her again? No.
I'm kind of really glad that instead of like doing some like weird but big public PDA thing, she was like, "Do you want to meet up after?"
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
yeah.
go and have a smooch.
Alex's little breath in before she gives the rose is so cute. I'm about to combust. Yeah. A sapphics and their spiel of is she into me after I don't know a marriage proposal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
true. That is so
Oh,
true.
we can read.
Can you hear
we
me?
can read Steph.
I said.
Oh.
You know what? Never
Oh.
mind.
Oh.
Holy fuck. She gave me a rose. Time to step it up, Gingrich.
Um.
Hope I'm ready for whatever I've started.
Also, it's.
Chickpea.
What's she doing?
Chickpea. Oh, she's getting up on my chair.
She won a chair.
She's trying so hard. She's struggling to get off my chair.
She's trying to
Oh,
pull it.
baby, are you okay? Chickpea. Are you okay? Is she stuck?
Oh no.
I think she's stuck.
Oh,
Is her claw in the chair?
Yeah. Could you
Oh,
hold
baby.
The baby's trapped.
Come here.
Oh, is she okay?
Callie does this on the regular, so I'm used to this.
It's okay.
Oh, fluffy baby.
She's gonna sit on the office chair and be a business bitch.
Oh, no, she doesn't want the chair anymore.
She's a
Okay.
business bad lady.
Oh, we've got to show us a cat.
Oh,
Oh, great.
And a hydrate.
Oh.
She's running away.
She We're trying.
She's just under the table.
She's like, she's doing that thing where she's like, no. Oh, she's emerged.
Emerge.
Do you want to try? She's like, no.
Flu's just like, take your time.
Oh, poor babe. Oh, poor baby. Hey. Oh, poor thing.
Long
cat. Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Chickpea, I respect your stage presence.
Look, she's a rabbit.
Chippy.
I genuinely felt like you just said Chippy.
She is Chippy.
Oh, she's Chippy.
She's Chippy.
She's Ginger Chippy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at those claws. Those claws are like, get out of my face.
If she wanted to, she could fuck you up.
She would, but she...
As proven by the fact that she wouldn't let Cornflake get within 6 feet of her.
Really?
Yeah, like we thought Cornflake was going to be the
You smell
troublemaker.
so nice. What perfume do you use? What perfume do you use?
I'd love to see what her and Callier's two old lady cats would be like together.
It would be like the two old men from the Muppets.
I think they just like look at each other. They just kind of go sup, and then they go in opposite directions.
Yeah, baby. Here you go.
Oh, she's just like, mother, stop it.
Thank you.
Oh, bless
Have
her.
you hydrated, Sarah?
Oh, I should.
Chickpea, don't look at us like that.
Chickpea's just like, I hate all of this.
I need to plug the lamp.
Okay.
I love that Steph has got like butterflies.
Aww.
Yeah, it's well, when we did the lark, she was just it was just joy, but now she's worried. I wonder what she's worried about exactly. I think it's obviously normal to be like worried and apprehensive about like someone showing interest in you.
Yeah.
But
Maybe she's been burned before.
maybe.
Maybe.
I kind of wonder if her and Izzy
Or a thing,
were
yeah.
a thing.
Which will be.
I don't think Ryan.
We're gonna
should
get
go
to meet
with
Izzy in
his
wavelengths, definitely,
being
aren't we?
helpful.
Okay, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
up to see if Izzy is voiced by a trans woman.
I'd be surprised if she wasn't considering Dontnod. Well, obviously this is Deck 9 Games, but I guess we speak to Ryan.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
I guess.
Just in time.
so who's playing?
Yours truly.
Seriously? That's awesome. Well, wait. Who else?
Band of friends.
Steph.
Band of friends.
Who else is playing?
We didn't want you to wuss out.
Also, well, is Alex gonna play solo or are they gonna play together? That's the
I
question.
think they're playing, she's playing solo. Well, it looks like it.
Because if they were gonna play together, then that would also like be a parallel with Steph and Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Wussing out is highly underrated. We haven't even practiced yet.
Who cares? Everyone's wasted anyway. Just play whatever. I'll follow your
oh,
lead.
they're gonna play together.
Oh, those shoulders.
This is gonna be awesome.
Sorry, I
Don't
need.
apologize.
Oh,
you
this
know what?
camera angle shows you just how anxious she is, though.
Yeah.
It's like a fisheye.
Yeah.
We've never played together before, and anyway,
I need a jar for
Sorry
the
if this
5th
sucks.
episode. Just every time I make a gay comment about Steph. Oh, that anxiety, bless her.
fuck it.
And the purple light as well
Mm.
is very heavy.
We're gonna hear it. We're not gonna hear anything. We're gonna find out.
Look into my eyes and make things okay, babe.
No, we are not hearing anything.
Well, this is great. I'm enjoying this.
It's the sound of silence.
the sound of the underground. The beat of the drum goes round and round.
No, this is the Girls Aloud cover. That's what we're not hearing right now.
I wish we could hear this.
I want to know what song it is that's playing.
And then we could just sing it badly. Well, you would
Take
sing it
me
well.
home.
I'm gonna take my horse to the
Old Town Road. I wanna ride till I can't no more.
It's Blister in the Sun.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how that goes. But is that one of the MXM tune ones? Or
I think it's on the soundtrack. I definitely have heard the name, so I must have listened to it at some point.
I spent like a good several hours of my afternoon off sick yesterday just watching MXM tune videos on TikTok.
It's a song by the Violent Femmes.
Oh,
which is
I mean that is a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sound.
What's that? You got that stuck in my head now.
Oh, okay. It's a MXM tune indie version.
Nice.
And there's versions on Spotify. Nice.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Oh, lovely.
Hi.
Also, everyone in chat was just pointing out how Alex was mostly singing to Steph and not to the audience.
Yeah. Gay.
Interesting how Charlotte comes here when Ethan. This is where we found Ethan.
Yeah.
I was horrible to you earlier. You really weren't. Really. Then I fucked up because I was trying pretty hard to be horrible to you. I was so excited about you coming to Haven. In my mind, the way I built it up, we were gonna be best friends. I wish...
Oh dear.
I mean...
There is still time, but I feel like Me Too might be better to say.
Yeah, I think I was thinking similarly because, like, it's not too late for them to have a friendship. If anything, like, obviously I'm not saying that it's a good thing that Gabe's dead, but what I am saying is that if anything, sometimes when you go through an experience together like grief, like, that can bring you close together.
But also, if she didn't want to be friends, then it's also giving her the space to make that decision.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes in the opposite way, like, it can be even harder. You know, and that's okay, because sometimes it is just hard.
Yeah. So, I guess Me Too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Me too.
And I don't think that that's like trying to close it off.
No.
Either.
No.
I don't think
Not
that's
at
being
all.
like we can't be close because
No.
this is clearly a very like close, intimate moment.
Yeah, in my mind it's just like the other option made it kind of seem like they were going to try and force being friends.
And
Whereas this is like, look, it hasn't turned out the way either of us wanted. Let's
Yeah.
just try and get on with our lives.
Yeah. And also, like, if you try to force it on her, she might push away from you.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel pretty happy so far about how we've approached things with Charlotte. Like,
Yeah.
I love silence. Same wish.
Yep.
I'm definitely very excited to like play through this whole thing again and hear what music is playing in some of these moments.
I can't wait to hear the soundtrack, like, on the actual game. I love the soundtrack so much.
Okay.
Hey.
I wish their streamer friendly
okay?
mode just had like elevator music.
No. But, you know.
I didn't mind the silence then.
No.
It was awkward earlier.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, I think being able to be like, look, I'm here if you need anything from me, but like, if you don't want anything from me or need anything from me, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Same.
Is a good way to be in general. Like, it's a good way to be like supportive.
Yeah.
And it's definitely good in this situation. Okay, hey, come meet me on the rooftop.
Shopping.
Sounds like Steph wants to meet me on the rooftop.
That is what she said.
That's exactly
like
what
verbatim.
she said.
Well done for stating the obvious, Alex.
Don't you just love game design? Okay, the rooftop, presumably of the Black Lantern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why the so many different variations of people saying that's gay? I have to allow manually because Automod thinks it's homophobic.
So funny. Chickpea is now just asleep on the floor in front of us.
She be a lump.
She do.
She just gets kind of freaked out when we yell, but we can't help it because we're gay.
Yeah. And there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope she's okay. Sorry, Chickpea. She's like, what this?
Fancy new bourbon.
Jed's crown.
Jed bought this as a treat for the regulars. And himself, I'm guessing.
Menu.
Well played, kitchen staff.
Just a hamburger, plain.
Odds are pretty good. I'm grabbing a cup later tonight. I love this oversized iPod. It was so fun watching Jed play the villain. What a good sport.
Play the villain, you say.
That's a bit sus.
Yeah. Also, during that break, we were just talking about how hyped, but also kind of terrified we are to play Wavelengths.
Yeah.
Terrified emotionally.
It just occurred to us that, like I have seen, without being, like, spoiled, that Chloe and Rachel are mentioned, but I guess it just occurred to us that, like, you know, Steph had a crush on Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't really know what it was like for her after she found out what happened to... I mean, presumably she left Arcadia Bay.
For that reason.
And they've been implying that, like, after she left Arcadia Bay, she was moving around, like, a lot, like, constantly. Until she decided to until Gabe convinced her to settle in Haven.
Yeah, it seems like her and Izzy and whoever else was involved in a band were sort of just, like, going places, playing shows, moving on to the next town.
So I wonder what it was like for her to find out what happened to Rachel and what happened to Arcadia Bay or / Chloe, depending on what ending you choose, which I say in a very
as if one is not
tone,
the correct one.
Because one is not the correct ending.
Yeah. Fush just said, "Oop, I thought Steph liked
off.
Chloe." Well, my
I'll
radar's
take it.
off. I was wondering about that. I mean, she may have had a crush on Chloe, but she outright says to Chloe, "Are you gonna make a move on Rachel?
Because if you don't, I will."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have like 3 potential options.
Not tonight.
They do let you pick which ending you picked for Wavelengths. Oh, okay.
That's good.
I was wondering.
I was gonna say, is it Mass Effect that does that? Like, and like Dragon Age?
Yeah, so in the Mass Effect, in the Dragon Age series, you can, like, input all of your previous choices to affect the world state, but in Life is Strange 2,
it's the same.
you also have to input your ending of Life is Strange 1, but you'll see why.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting.
What about
I'm assuming that you guys haven't
emotional
gotten to the end
kleptomania?
before the storm, because I'll be very interested to see.
We've played the whole thing, but it's not on our channel.
Have you played Farewell yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you feel about it?
Which one was Phil?
The bonus
episode with
Max and Chloe as babies.
Yeah, well, before William died.
Oh, it like hit me.
Yeah. It really hit me as well. Like, I cried at the end of that. Like, I was proper like, I think we were both very emotional over that.
I can't remember exactly how I felt because like we finished playing it quite a while ago, but I know I enjoyed it.
I guess Ducky's not the
It's
festival type.
still every single time I've played it, like, I've been like hit like a
Yeah.
I mean, pardon the joke, hit like a truck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, Ducky.
I mean, Captain Spirit hit me pretty hard.
Evening,
as well.
Alex.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Everything
Like,
okay?
A lot of it was
Fine,
kind of
thank you.
relatable.
Oh, I should have read his emotions first.
You didn't miss much, Mimi.
You're an awful liar. What's
Yeah, we
wrong?
went on a break for a bit.
Nothing.
So you didn't.
I'm right as rain.
Clearly, Ducky. Clearly.
Okay, now I will try to...
Yeah.
Read the aura.
It's not the same without you, Tabitha. Never was, never will be.
Tabitha. Sounds like Ducky's got a story to tell. Hey, Ducky. Who's Tabitha?
Sorry.
God, she's so blunt.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about her?
You know, Alex, on this particular matter, I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Oh, he's really sad.
There's gotta be more I can do for Ducky.
I think you've been a bit evasive. Ooh.
Come on, son, get it over with.
I don't want to get sick.
You're gonna feel a whole lot better after you do.
I'm gonna die, Dad.
Not tonight, you're not, birthday boy. Although I suspect you're gonna wish you had tomorrow morning. Attaboy.
I really don't like that. I really, really, really don't like that.
Did he make him drink really?
I'm never drinking
bad on
again.
his 21st?
It sounds like it. Like, it sounds like he was making him drink more than he wanted to drink.
I'm not gonna lie to you, he was wearing glasses and it looked more like it said either 16 or 18 on it.
No, I think it was 21.
Did it say 21?
Yeah.
It looked, maybe I looked at it wrong.
Also,
Eleanor is
official
like a
drinking
mafia
age.
boss.
The US is 21.
It's 21, yeah.
Instead of
But
crime.
still, like,
She spreads flowers.
that's horrible.
We're gonna have to remember to put that on the vlog, a meta warning.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I mean, Jed's voice sounded very calm during that.
Yeah, and then Ryan was like, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I did not enjoy that.
No.
Anyway, more reasons to find Jed sus.
I can see why, wasn't getting the vibe that Jed made him interesting, Charlotte. I know earlier we mentioned about, like, alcohol and stuff. Jed is probably used to drunk people, yeah, but,
But the way that he was speaking was like, come on, just drink it. And Ryan
unless he was
like,
unless that was him saying you need to throw up.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess is the correct advice in that you need to get it out of your system, but...
We shall see, I suppose.
He was saying to throw up, okay.
You said you have some news?
I'm leaving. I'm actually leaving Haven Springs. Can you believe it? Back on the road again. Fucking finally.
Wait, seriously?
I'm gonna play music again, Alex. Anywhere I want. God, I forgot how fucking good it feels.
Okay.
Oh, take me with you. Yeah. Also, thanks for joining, Derek. Please do watch the VOD later. It'll be on our YouTube channel.
Hi, Derek. You joined us at a moment where we are going to have to figure out how to navigate this situation. Oh God, that's hard.
I get the feeling she's running from her emotions.
Yeah, probably.
I was thinking that as well.
And then,
which seems to be
the
a theme here.
A pattern with her. There's a slight glitch,
Yeah.
But we're just gonna ignore that for now and hope it goes away. Yeah, that seems to be the pattern with her, and I think that potentially adds to my suspicion that her and Izzy were a thing. And I think that will kind of make the dynamic of like remembering what happened in Arcadia Bay interesting as well.
Yeah, maybe one of the reasons why she wanted to leave is because of that.
But I don't know. I don't know what to say because I don't want to say this sucks, but I do want to express the feelings of like
this sucks. Like, I just bared my heart to you, and you're saying you're leaving. Couldn't you have told me this earlier? This seems like cause and effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mimi saying if Alex just blurted out this sucks, that would be hilarious. But
this sucks!
I mean, it would be funny. It's not, it's like, I'm worried about selecting that one because I'm worried how it's going to come across, and what I specifically want to express is like, if that's what you want, cool, but like, is that like
what you need?
Yeah, I mean, maybe even that's crossing a line, I guess. Maybe just expressing like, I was under the impression that you were staying, and that's why I've like tried to start something with you. Like, do you want to be together?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean if you leave? Would you consider staying? Those are the kind of things that I want
can I come with you?
And like have that discussion. But I don't think I don't know if saying this sucks is gonna do that.
But I'm worried that So Happy for You would just be like, let's not engage with this.
Yeah, and she'll just like suppress her emotions, so I really don't know.
I'd go with this sucks.
Just on the basis of let Alex feel things. 2021.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. This sucks.
I don't know what to say. I want to be supportive.
There we go.
That's a good way of saying it.
Hey, come on. No time to be sad. We've got work to do.
Steph.
I need a new destination.
No.
You're my good luck charm.
You have shit taste in good luck charms.
Shut up.
I can't believe she's doing this. I mean, it makes sense, but...
Pick one.
The middle of the ocean.
I mean, I'm always going to pick Berlin because it's like one of my favourite cities on the earth, but like...
The middle of the ocean.
I'm kind of tempted by Salem, Massachusetts just because the witchy vibe.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't... She's blocking her off, yeah, it is.
100% she's afraid of her emotions.
Yeah. How the fuck is she gonna play her drums in the middle of the ocean? That's the point. I'm trying to say pick the middle of the ocean to say you shouldn't leave.
Interesting choice, actually. That's an interesting choice. Because it will come across like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, why is she presenting that to us?
Yeah, because Berlin is serious.
Yeah.
Salem is, like, semi-serious. And then the middle of the ocean is, like, fuck off.
Yeah. Why are you making me choose?
Yeah.
Like, not only are you leaving me when I've just made this, like, vulnerable decision to say that I am interested in you, but now you're asking me to decide where you fuck off to?
Yeah.
Fusha said, why does she even have a card for the middle of the ocean? Is that her way of saying, here's your indirect cue to tell me don't go?
To tell me to stay.
Yeah.
Ocean?
Ocean.
Okay.
Wow, nice pick. All right, tell me about my life in the middle of the sea.
Sea lab.
Yeah, we're just gonna be as like completely like not serious about this as possible, right?
Charlotte said equally you don't know if she's asking because she's inviting her. I mean, I get the vibe that she's from the fact she's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And not like,
we're leaving.
Hey, come play with me.
And she's for the most part a very like straightforward and direct person.
Oh, definitely.
So, which makes this a particularly interesting side of her in contrast to that. So
the fact that she went up to Diane and was like, "Hey, Diane, so what's your deal?
Are you into girls?"
Yeah.
So I feel like if she wanted Alex to come, she'd be like, "Do you want to come with me?"
Yeah.
And I not only do I actually come to think of it, I don't think she'd just be leaving because of being scared of a potential relationship with Alex, but also because of what's happened with Gabe.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because Gabe is the person who convinced her to stay, and like she's not. I don't think she's really dealing with her feelings about what happened to Gabe.
Maybe
from what we've seen.
Maybe she's doing the same thing that maybe, and obviously we haven't played Wavelengths, we don't know about the whole sort of like Rachel and like Steph thing, but maybe that feeling there is transpiring again, like not being able to deal with death, or like, you know, love either in a romantic or platonic way, and when that's taken away, like a bit, maybe it's like a bit of an abandonment complex to kind of run away from the problem, or run
so
away
they
from
can't
that.
run away from you.
Exactly,
Well,
yeah, it
is
kind
the
of comes across
thing.
like that.
Yeah. That is often a thing of like when, a lot of the time when people fear abandonment, yeah, Chickpea, I fear that you'll abandon me someday. I do have abandonment issues. I have borderline personality disorder. Kind of comes with that.
Comes with the book.
And one of the, you know, many myriad ways that people can kind of like behave because of fearing abandonment is, if I leave that person first, then they can never leave me. So
it's like, you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah. It's
but
exactly
with people.
like that.
But with people and their emotions.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, C-Lab.
You could take a job at an underwater research lab. Maybe as like
Chief Underwater Acoustics Engineer?
You might need to walk me through that one.
Dude, think about it. The kinds of sounds you could capture down there would be like totally unique. I could pioneer a whole new genre.
Wet
Deathcore.
stuff.
Wet stuff.
That sounds like a pretty spectacular plan.
Great. Then come with me.
Okay, well, we read that wrong.
To the ocean?
Sure, why not? Doesn't have to be our first stop, but one
No,
day.
it's still stressing me
I
out.
still have friends in Seattle who book
She's still
shows.
running away from
Maybe we
something.
start there, or I don't know, Kansas City, Vegas, wherever we
Oh,
want.
and also, Alex needs stability.
Yeah.
Look,
Alex is like
I don't want to pressure you,
been moved around so
but
many times.
I've seen you give so much of yourself to make sure other people get what they need. And I guess I wonder if you've thought about what you need. I mean, obviously, I like you a lot, Alex. You mean the fucking world to me.
Kiss!
Kiss!
Kiss! Kiss! Kiss!
Kiss me. Kiss me. Kiss me. Kiss me.
Steph knows about Alex's power. Do you think she was thinking that on purpose?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
100%. Oh!
It's spreading to Alex!
Oh, vibration!
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have goosebumps. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry, I was just like clinging to the remote.
Oh.
Interesting that it gives you the option to give Steph the rose, but then be like, but not in a gay way, hug.
Yeah.
Or I guess, but in a homoromantic,
You don't
asexual
have
way.
to decide anything now. Okay? Just think about it.
I will.
Okay. That went
Thank you.
better than I thought it
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, me too.
And also that was just beautiful.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
head back down. Find me later.
Charlotte's just said, okay, so opinion time. I agree that Alex needs stability, but I don't know if she should stay in the place her brother died just because that's where she is. She could find a good support system elsewhere too.
I am definitely sort of on the fence a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that when my head was going through it and when you were saying about the stability thing, I was thinking she does need stability, but I don't know if that's here or maybe if she needs to find her own stability.
Part of me is like, home can be a person.
Hey, exactly, yeah. And that was kind of what I was thinking,
tell
is
you
that
something?
maybe some of the...
She's talking to Gabe.
Oh.
I think I solved it. Why you died. Who's responsible? Isn't that crazy? I'm out of threads to pull, which is terrifying. Because on the other side of all this, after Typhon, after you, there's just normal life. I was kind of counting on you to show me how to do that. But I think I can figure it out. I just wish you were here to see it.
I see where y'all are coming from in like a general...
Also, I kissed Steph, so that happened.
We've looped back on animation, so I think you should be fine to speak.
Okay. In a general sense, but like in terms of this specific scenario, like a couple of things that I would like argue to the contrary is that she's already put a lot of work into, and I think other people have as well, into like building relationships in Haven, and I think the relationships have been largely really positive. Like I think it's like a really positive community and stuff like that. I think that also sometimes being away from somewhere that something traumatic happened can be a good thing, for sure. But I think that in terms of those relationships with the people that she has in Haven, like, again, I think that sometimes having people in your life and building relationships with people who have been through the same thing and the same grief as you can be really positive, because otherwise I think that it can just be running away. And I also think that like Steph's motivations for wanting to leave are a little murky to me, and I think that it could reinforce an unhealthy pattern for her.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that are going into my head that are like, I don't think, and it's definitely not a thing to say either that like both of them have to stay in Haven for the rest of their lives.
No, but maybe for like 6 months.
But I think that for now, if it were me, like I'd stay there for some time longer and like continue to work on building something there.
Yeah.
And in that moment when she really needs it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And as like people in my life have places in the world where they experience trauma and have left there since and have not been able to go back, I wouldn't want her to leave Haven and then not be able to come back.
Yeah. Because
she can't. Also, Evelyn has redeemed Hydrate because everyone is thirsty for Steph. Is her reasoning.
I love it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where I'm coming from, because like I also feel like, you know, if I'm thinking about my own life, like I've lived like in this like area, this community for like 6 years now, and like I've just in my life before, I never had stability. I didn't have emotional stability, I didn't have physical stability, and staying here and building deep connections with people over the past 6 years has been such a positive thing for me. And recently I've been thinking, maybe I am ready to move on, but like I don't think I have to stay here right for the rest of my life. But I think it was such a good thing, because just being stable for a while and focusing on the same relationships for a while has been so good for me to like heal from heal from things and to have that in my life. So I think for me, I feel like absolutely, like, if they need to leave Haven at some point, that's fine, but I think, like, at this time in Alex's life, I think staying here and building those relationships that she has with the people in this community is the best thing for her personally, is how I feel.
Yeah, Charlotte says, I take it as Steph missing playing music and travelling rather than her needing to leave. Plus she wanted to leave before Gabe died too. This and then Fush said it seemed like Gabe was one of her only reasons to stay. And Charlotte said, yeah, this is the thing, it's a pattern, but I'm not convinced it's a bad thing in itself, and I'm guessing asking Alex to come with her is keeping a part of Haven.
Yeah, I mean, I think arguably you can kind of look at it in some way as to, like, some people just have different personalities. Like, some people do just move around a lot, and some people do want to just be in different places, and some people are more homebirdy and kind of want to be stable in some places. I definitely wouldn't go as far to say as I don't think that it's definitely got some negative connotations to it, because it definitely does. Like, it's definitely seems like a pattern, and whether that's positive or negative, we don't really know at this point in time, but it does seem like it has some negative connotations to it, at least. You know, I mean, from my own life, I can say that, like, I am very up and down. Like, Manchester is, like, the longest I've ever lived in a place or stayed in a place that I've genuinely liked. And I don't even mean that in a bad way. Like, the first opportunity I got to leave the place that caused so much of my trauma, I did. But I spent so much of that time, like, moving around different places. I dated people from different places around the country. I travelled so much. And I've been so much more settled in Manchester for the last couple of years than I've ever been in my life. And I definitely think that's a good thing. But I am also the kind of person that does just kind of move around a lot and go around a lot. And I don't think that's a bad thing for me either, because I'm just that kind of person.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that, like, this, in the specific context of, like, healing from trauma and, like, building healthy relationships, though, like, it is simply true in my, like, I think that it's simply true that, like, you need stability for a time of place, of relationships in order to make that happen, because if you just move around constantly, then it will never happen. So I don't want to, like, make an assumption, and you're right that I don't think we have enough information about Steph and, like, why she's moved around so much. But, like, in terms of, like, how people work and how we relate to each other, you just need to have someone around for a long time to be able to develop a deep connection with them.
I mean, I can't see why they can't sort of have a base of operations in Haven, go for, like, a 2-week tour, and then come back. Like, you can have both. I know it's small town America, but, like, you can have both.
You can have both, it's true. Yeah,
especially if you drive.
Fush
says we need to stretch, back, arms, and legs.
Okay. Let's do this. Knuckle crack. Leg up. That's a big stretch.
There you go. That's my leg stretch.
That's a big stretch.
Other leg's going now.
Yes, as usual, thank you everyone for the discussion.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of good points for us to think about. We are going to have to make a decision about it.
No. A cap. A cap. A cap.
Okay.
It's all here.
Don't give it to him.
Do not trust him.
The cover up.
Do not trust him.
He's gonna burn it.
Come with me to the station.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God.
Alex? Don't make this hard.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess at least from a, like, political standpoint,
I'm good.
This seems to be going in the direction of, like, even when a cop seems nice, they're still a cop.
Yeah.
Still a fucking cop.
Okay, so based on, you know, when we play Tell Me Why, if we get an opportunity to fight the cop, we are fighting the cop.
Probably isn't how you pictured
I
your
would
first
like
spring
to.
festival,
Yes.
huh?
Not exactly.
Coffee?
I don't really want to.
I'd just say no thanks.
Entertain him.
I would honestly just say no thanks.
Yeah, because he's trying to be like, yeah, I'm.
We're
I'm a
buddies.
good
Tell me
guy.
everything.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
I'm alright. Think so.
Oh, fuck off, cop is
Yes,
correct.
exactly.
We're, actually out.
Why did you offer then?
Two because of the coffee
Why am I
thing.
here?
It was just one
Yeah.
for the cop, two for the coffee.
It's like midnight, bro. No one wants coffee.
The long and short of it is, Diane is charging you with stealing her USB drive.
Of course.
I'm just borrowing it.
I love that. They covered up a murder, but you know, like, Alex is worse for stealing the drive.
Well, it's profiling as well. Isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
It's so much easier to target like a queer woman of color who's been in and out of like foster homes than it is to target like the white girl boss who works for the like mining company that owns the town. So.
Oh yeah, it's profiling. It's
Diane may be a bit gay, but she is not an ally.
She's not one of us.
No, and Felicia said, I've seen too many interrogation videos. Everything nice that cops do is calculated.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
It fully is. I've
100%.
watched enough cop-related TV.
Oh god.
All cops are bastards. Okay, what do we think about this? Do you want to play it
I don't know.
more?
I feel like I want to play it safe, I'm not going to lie, just because of I kind of want to give him as little information as possible at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. In this particular choice, like, I guess what's going on in my head is like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, he might take that as her being suspicious.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I think I just want to. I don't want to go down the antagonistic route because I feel like that'll make the situation worse for her.
If it like comes down to it, like I'm ready to fight him if needed.
Oh yeah, fight him.
I'm trying to be like
Hands will be thrown.
Yeah,
trying to be like I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this USB drive is my USB drive.
Oh, what? Why would she say that?
Oh, wow.
What the hell are you talking about?
Here we go. Here we go. Played Well, see, you had it. I didn't have it.
Did you steal this USB drive or not?
I've never seen that before in my life.
At least tell me you looked at it.
I can't. Sorry.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, because the corporation owns
Well,
him.
one, I would need a warrant. And two,
Oh, please.
the case is closed.
You don't give a fuck about having a warrant.
The order came down today. I did what I could, but, you know, evidence just wasn't there.
It's right there!
It's literally right there. Fuck off. You are full of shit. Order from who?
Yeah.
He's not gonna...
The order
There's
came
no point
down
trying
today.
to-
From who?
High up? Boss's boss.
He's so owned by them.
It's not my job to know.
How much did they pay you?
And that's what cops are, though. They just, like...
Just tools.
They don't
What
question
happened to my brother
the hand
wasn't
pizza.
an accident.
Oh, I love it when
it was
I love it when
criminal.
cops are like,
The files on that drive prove it.
uphold the law. It's just like, no, you fucking not.
Could be
Well, like,
true.
The law only
Let's
matters
say
for
it
certain
is.
people.
The issue
Yeah, A, the
is
law is, like,
You
unjust.
stole Typhon's property.
And B, like,
can't work with that.
cops, they just uphold power, right?
Yeah.
They just protect power and capital.
Shouldn't matter.
And I feel like this is, like, a powerful, like, microcosm
Oh, definitely.
of
Yeah.
that.
100%.
It shouldn't matter. She did a minor crime to take down a felony.
Like a huge felony.
Well, again...
And cops do it all the time.
And again, like, this is kind of what happens en masse in the criminal justice system, is that, like, people of colour are, like, criminalised for petty crimes.
Yeah.
And, like, incarcerated en masse for petty crimes that don't hurt fucking anybody.
Yep.
And, like, cops and, like, rich people and corporations and stuff, like, cause all of this violence, and it's just fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're protected by the police.
Oh, God.
This crime would actively help
I
people.
just handed you a smoking gun. It shouldn't matter how I got it.
Maybe not.
Be gay, do crime.
But it does. Alex, you're not thinking about this.
Stop gaslighting me, dick.
Clear to me.
Sorry.
Man wants to charge you with computer fraud. That's a federal crime, Alex. 5 to 10, easy.
Stealing a USB drive is not computer fraud.
No, it isn't.
No way.
Yeah, that's what
No way.
The case is closed,
You're
but they're still
telling me I might
investigating the
go to
situation.
prison
That
for
means they can
this?
acquire anything as part of the investigation, including the drive.
For
In my
5 to 10 years?
It's not that bad. Hey, I talked to her, and despite how angry she is at everything you did, she's willing to let it go.
Oh, God. If you sign this NDA.
Oh, of
Oh,
course,
okay.
she's got to sign an affidavit.
Yep.
Typhon won't press any charges.
Doesn't this mean she's guilty?
Yeah.
Even though it's a big company, it's literally petty theft.
I feel like I'm trying to approach this conversation by, like, asking open questions, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yes, to gain as much information as possible.
Yeah,
So
and
saying,
not give away my position.
So saying why the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would she do that?
She just wants this whole thing to go away. This is how to make that happen.
But it won't go away.
Fuck that. I'm not
Okay, we
signing
didn't even have to
anything.
choose.
No.
Alex.
No. Typhon buried something in the mountains. Something so massive they ignored Gabe's call and set off the blast just to cover it up. Don't you want to know what it is?
What do you mean, cover it up?
Another blast, unannounced, set off at the exact same time at the old mining site. And all of it happened just a few weeks before inspections were set to begin. Come on, Pike. It's all right here.
I feel like we're going to end up with a major decision soon.
Like I said, it doesn't matter. Please, just sign the form, and we can both go back to the party.
No.
Alex, this is not an offer that you can choose.
I said no.
No, it's not an option.
Okay, now I'm scared.
Yeah. That's fair, though.
What are you so scared of?
They've got him by the balls.
They literally have.
Just like they did with Mac.
See for yourself.
I don't care though.
I don't care either, but
no, I don't.
As a thing for
What
like
could be in that envelope?
having the political discussion to unpack that, I very recently saw a very relevant tweet about how cops are not workers and cops don't need unions. So in this situation, like, Mac is a worker.
Yes.
For a mine company, like, and his livelihood is dependent on the company. The company has a monopoly over mining in the region where he works.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he loses his job at Typhon, he's not going to have any other options. Like, he would have to relocate his entire life, or reskill, and no one's going to help him with that.
No.
He doesn't seem to, they don't seem to have union representation either. I mean, I know that union busting is especially like strong in the US compared to the UK.
Yeah,
which is really saying
mining.
something, especially in mining. By contrast, police officers, as I'm sure many of us well know, get away with fucking anything, don't they? All they have to do in order to like maintain their power and be able to abuse that power in any way that they want is to serve the powers that be. Like, it's not gonna be a case of like Pike gets his reputation ruined and he can never get a job again. Like,
if anything,
he doesn't
he can go into private security.
Yeah, like, he could probably go into private security. Like, it's not like, this is not a parallel situation of his job security
it's
being
an active
at risk.
Choice.
It's a choice.
It's an active choice. Like, it's, I think one of my favourite like phrases from like a TV program I watched recently was like, easiest way to get away with murder, become a cop. Literally.
It is. Yeah.
Easiest way to get the easiest way to get away with a murder is become a cop.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, when you in this, so we're talking about how Haven is a mining town. You don't find towns that are cop towns, where like everyone is employed by big cop, big corporate cop.
Well, yeah, because like cops are not workers; they're agents of the state.
Yeah, and
agents
you're right,
of power.
Charlotte,
Yeah,
he could be a cop anywhere else.
Exactly.
He could take like a week suspension, and then like transfer.
Yeah, and the reason why it wouldn't destroy his reputation and anything like that is because like if Typhon wanted to destroy his reputation for not doing what they said, they would in turn destroy their own reputation. So what they would want to do, and this happens all the time, is to quietly get rid of him. He can relocate and be in private security or a policeman anywhere else.
They'd probably pay him off.
And they'd probably pay him off as well.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's not a parallel situation.
It's like how MPs don't have worker unions. Exactly.
Because they are not workers.
Yeah, no. And I'm sorry to hear that, Mimi, that you've had an awful first-hand experience with cops recently.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Solidarity. And Evelyn said it's interesting to make this first person.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has been interesting which points of this game they've made first person and which they've kept third person.
It also, I think, one of the things I'm also going to say about this in terms of like the staging as well, what they've chosen to do with the first person angle is have him standing and Alex sat, and if you obviously look at that in like television and film, it's a power dynamic.
Yeah.
So it's a power, the whole point is they're elevating the power dynamic, that even though he's in a position of fearing and being fearful and panicked, he still has the upper hand.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation, he will always have that upper hand. And I think that dynamic, that's quite good, like, structuring, I think, that they've done there.
That's a really, really good point, Charlotte.
Me and my film studies.
Typhon mining security threat evaluation.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Subject, Chen Alexandra. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Brother, Gabriel Chen, died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assessment. Intel shows subject has a high level of determination and efficacy. Negative affectation has persisted beyond predicted bereavement period.
Wow.
Suspect also appears to have possession of confidential data and information. Threat priority 1, immediate action required.
This is like some
They've been spying on her.
Literally.
This is literally some like Angela Davis, Asata Shakur shit. So for people who like
I don't
know about this, I'm kind of murky on the details as well, but basically like Asata Shakur as well as I'm pretty sure Angela Davis were both members of the Black Panther Party in the USA in like the 1960s and 70s, and both of them, like Asata Shakur was #1 on the FBI's most wanted list, and I think that at some point Angela Davis was as well. She was at least on the top 10 most wanted. And if you ever have the chance to read Asata's autobiography, like it's I mean, it's like one of the most powerful things I've ever read in my life. Like, I really mean that. But absolutely harrowing accounts of the violence that she faced at the hands of the police and while she was in prison. Like, the gendered, racialized violence. So, trigger warnings for that. She describes what happened to her very vividly. But, like, the reason why she was number 1 on the FBI most wanted list, right? And the reason why she was seen as such a huge threat is because she was a huge threat to exposing, like, the, like, systematic violence and, like, how fucked up the FBI was, basically, because of being, like, a black revolutionary.
Wow.
Because I don't think that she didn't have any criminal charges, like, you know, around things like assault or murder or anything like that. Like, and even if she did, then it, you know, self-defense and all of that has happened to many Black Panthers. But, yeah, in terms of the, like, the powers that be are, like, targeting, like, a woman of color and being, like, she's a massive threat because, like, she could, like, expose us and, like, take us down, basically. Like, it's very similar to that. And Asata, I think she's still alive, but she fled to Cuba in the 1970s or 80s and has not been able to return to the USA since.
Oh, yeah, I knew. Yeah, I read about that.
Angela Davis has been able to return to the USA, and of course she kind of, like, does, like, massive tours around the world speaking and doing activism and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, definitely recommend finding out more about those two incredible women, but it just gave me very strong vibes of that. So
I started reading a lot of Angela Davis in the last couple of months, and it has been eye-opening, incredibly eye-opening, and she's fantastic. 100% recommend reading her books. Like,
yeah, no, she's amazing. She has such a, like a fluid, accessible, like, way of writing as well.
Yeah, she does, and she's just like her writing and her concepts and the things that she talks about, like prison abolition particularly being one of the segues into a lot of the others, are like, they are very eye-opening from a lot of different angles. I like to think I'm very well politically educated, but she opened my eyes to a lot of things that I wasn't aware of as well.
Yeah,
especially within the prison system, as something that was really, like, you know, yeah, just read Our Prison's Obsolete.
I still haven't read it.
It's so good.
So
it's really
amazing.
short, really easy to read. It was my introduction to prison abolition. It's so good.
It's fantastic. It's one of the best books I've ever read.
Yeah, I remember you also talking about Asata's book, and I
need to read that. I need to read that.
I had to take it in parts because it's so much.
Yeah.
Like, it is so much.
Yeah.
But if there's one book you'll read this year, please let it be Asata Shakur's autobiography.
Honestly, the, like, really, Our Prison's Obsolete, not Our Present Obsolete.
No. Sorry, that's my accent getting in the way there.
Our Prison's Obsolete.
Yes, I have a copy somewhere there, which I would show you guys if it was on hand.
It's very bent up in my bag at the moment.
But, yeah, it really is a testament to the phrase knowledge is power.
Yeah.
If they were coming for the people with the knowledge, not with the, like, more physically violent felonies.
Well, it's interesting as well because, like, they're both women, right?
Yeah.
And, like, they, like, you know, especially if we're thinking about the Black Panther movement, like, in the civil rights and immediate post-civil rights era, like, that was an incredibly male-dominated movement. And, you know, both Asata and Angela, like, heavily critiqued that at the time and, like, continue to critique that in retrospect, but the people that they found the most threatening were these women, you know, in, like, an incredibly male-dominated movement, and I just think that that's, you know, I think that's really telling.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a hell of a lot.
Because, like, it was usually the men that, like, took up arms and stuff, which obviously, like, I absolutely don't disagree with when they were being, like, shot in their homes by cops and stuff like that, and it was fully, like, open guerrilla warfare on the streets of black communities. But yeah. Anywho.
Charlotte says I've literally had a brain reading block for about a year, but when that finally ends, I will definitely check that out. Love to have dyslexia and depression. As someone with ADHD, who loves reading, but can find it hard to get through books because I need to read a page like 5 times instead of 1. I would recommend audiobooks. If you like audio medium, like I already listen to a lot of podcasts, so I recently started listening to audiobooks, and I find it a really good way of getting the information into my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Angela Davis is also a fantastic speaker. So if you look her up on YouTube and stuff, like, there are just some great videos of her, like, speaking, and, like, I've had, like, the privilege of being able to see her speak, like, live and stuff like that as well. So
watching some of her interviews, the way that she talks to interviewers as well, the way she challenges them is just, it's one of the most powerful things I've ever watched. Like, watching her make these interviewers, like, quiver is just so powerful. And I look at her and I'm like,
yeah,
I love you.
I have a tattoo of her on my leg, actually.
Oh, I love it.
And the quote on it is, "I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept."
So good.
So good.
Anyway, classic Game Assist political rant, but I think highly relevant.
H&B Private Investigation Services.
God.
Subject Alexandra Chen. Investigation type threat assessment. Observation dates 1st of May to 25th of May 2019. Sorry, I hate American dates.
Yeah,
Investigation summary. 1st of May. Began following subject after meeting with Mac Loudon. Subject met with man identified as Ryan Lucan. Little else of note. 13th of the 5th. Subject spent 3 hours in apartment. Wi-Fi screen monitoring revealed searches into Typhon's history and legal litigation records. 25th of the 5th. Subject met and spoke with client in the Black Lantern. It appears subject has stolen an object from client.
So she's been in Haven for over a month now.
Yeah. He died at the end of April, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Typhon Mining Security Threat Evaluation. Subject Lucan Ryan. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assessment. Assisting Alexandra Chen with her efforts against Typhon. Involved in and extremely distraught over accident. Subject has high level of knowledge of both geography and residents of Haven. Threat priority 1. Immediate action required.
Oh, Jesus.
Typhon Mining Security Threat Evaluation. Subject Gingrich Stephanie. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assessment. Assisting Alexandra Chen in her efforts has proven resourceful and dangerous. I'd love to be called resourceful and dangerous.
Me too.
Threat priority 2. Immediate action recommended.
I think it's interesting that stuff is less of a priority.
I honestly, the first thing that came into my head when I saw the 2 there was like, interesting that she's not considered as much of a threat as the other 2, but okay.
I'm assuming it's because Ryan would be a 2 if he wasn't a, like...
Is this a threat?
Mountain ranger.
What did you expect?
Yeah.
And also he's been in the town longer than Steph has.
Typhon, a global organization with billions in revenue, an army of lawyers, and who knows how many politicians in their pockets would just throw up their hands and say, "You got us."
I'm not going to say I thought I could get justice, because I was not under that impression at any point personally.
No. I just wanted an admission of guilt, if anything.
I don't know. I was just focused on getting the truth.
Truth is that you have no idea what Typhon is capable of.
Yes, we do. They killed a man.
Shit.
They tried to kill a kid.
Yep.
Believe me, I want nothing more than to make these fuckers pay.
Fuck off.
I don't believe a word
Learn
you
the hard
say.
way that it's not possible. They're too big. Too connected, too ruthless.
Maybe we can go through Jad.
You can hate me if you want. Call me a coward. But I don't want to lose you like we lost Gabe.
What?
Pike is terrified of Typhon. I bet if I took his fear away.
Sorry, I'm
But it's
fidgeting
not just
because I'm
about
annoyed.
Steph and Ryan are in danger too.
We are not taking his fear away.
I want to hurt Typhon so bad. But can I really put their lives at risk along with mine?
Also, Charlotte said maybe Diane saw Steph as a threat to her sexuality.
Yes, Charlotte, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Oh, there are 2 options, and both of them are bad.
Okay, I'm annoyed that we couldn't, like, look at the other things and read his mind feelings now, but whatever.
No, I didn't realize that the envelope was going to be plot progression.
No, me neither. So, sign Typhon's affidavit or risk taking Pike's fear.
I'm guessing the implication behind that is if he's less afraid of Typhon, he will not charge us with theft of...
Or try to help.
Or try to help. He would be less afraid of them and therefore will let us continue our investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, my instinct is, like, I just really don't fucking want to sign this fucking affidavit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I wish it was not this choice.
No, I feel like this was intentionally been made difficult for a reason that maybe might come up later, but...
It's the classic Life is Strange thing of, no matter what you do, you're still gonna hurt.
Still gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
We're still gonna fuck it up for you.
But I mean, I do appreciate that, like, some of these decisions have been, like, quite difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have, like, a quandary and I want us to be able to discuss something.
Yeah, that's the point of a Life is Strange
That's the whole
game.
point of this game,
Yeah. And, like, I think, like... Yeah, for me, it's just, like, this being the less shitty of these 2 options.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely a lesser of 2 evils situation.
Yeah, I think it might be interesting to contrast what the implications of taking Pike's fear is compared to the implications of taking Charlotte's anger.
Yeah, because if you take some... Like, anger is a emotion used for processing things. Fear is kind of useless, except in the very, very, like, instinctual way of, like, humans are afraid of falling off of tall things because they will die.
Fear is kind of a defense, I guess, and defense is a master fear, but, like, yeah, I think, and it's preventative as well, like, you always, like, a lot of people will prevent doing or moving forward with things due to the fear.
Yeah, I think that, like, any emotion, like, any negative emotion, like, it can be healthy. Like, we have fear because it's an instinct, like, that on a basic biological level is supposed to protect us from harm, but, you know, like, sometimes we're afraid of things that... Sometimes we're afraid of... I think fear is usually, like, that you're afraid of getting hurt, right? Like, it's meant to protect you from getting hurt, but sometimes you need to get hurt to grow.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
And I think a lot of it is also probably fear of the unknown. Of just, like, they're this big looming power who knows what they could do to you. And, like we said, realistically, not much. He's a cop.
Yeah. And I think, like, being afraid of Typhon... It's interesting because in this case, like, being afraid of Typhon is, like, you know, maybe it's protecting him from being hurt by Typhon, but he's hurting other people.
Yeah.
And he's also doing that whole thing of being like, I don't want to lose you like we lost Gabe, and it's like,
You don't know
stop.
me.
It's like, stop pretending like this is all about me. Like, stop focusing that this is all about me. You are thinking about yourself in this. You are being relentlessly selfish. Because if you actually genuinely cared about me, you would understand how fucking important this is to me.
This man made a joke about arresting her when he first met her.
Exactly. Like,
that was fucked up.
Yeah,
you know, and
it was fucked up, y'all.
And it was just one of those things where, like, I really hate the fact that his focus, his deflection in this fear is like, I'm trying to protect you. It's like, fuck off, I don't need protecting.
He really, and I think this is a thing for a lot of
fucking white savior thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a thing for a lot of, like, you know, cops and a lot of, like, violent white men that, like, I think that sometimes people genuinely have to convince themselves. Sorry, I need some water.
Yeah, go for it.
Slurp.
My throat's so dry. convince themselves that they're a good person. Like, I don't even think it's entirely being put on. I think that he thinks
Oh no.
that he's a good person.
Drink. Take slowly.
Yeah. Charlotte said.
Yeah, go on. Take slowly. Come on.
Oh.
Okay.
I do agree it's good that the game is showing how unhelpful hero complexes are.
Yeah, I think that one of the things, so, because my main focus in terms of, like, work and just generally, like, my profession is psychology, and I think one of the really interesting concepts that I've been, like, measuring up when I've been, because I'm very interested in, like, TV and film and games, obviously, when watching TV and films, is being very sus of, like, hero complexes, like savior complexes and stuff like that. And I'm saying that as someone who used to have one. Like, I used to have a massive savior complex, but I realised that a lot of the time that problem for me was due to having unhealthy connections with my emotions and feeling like if I could save everybody else, I can save myself, which is obviously not healthy, is it?
No.
And I think that when
That's giving yourself too much work.
Exactly. And I think that when you realise that, like, you know, like, recently I've come out of working in a job that was really hard for me, because, and the whole point is that I want to be there to support people, and I want to help people, but not at the expense of myself, and I can't help people if I don't genuinely know how to help myself. So something I've seen recently a lot is, like, therapists on TikTok, like, talking about how, because they have their own emotional damage, they put their emotional damage onto their clients. And I never in my life want to be that person who accidentally puts my emotional damage onto somebody I'm working with. It's a genuine fear of mine. And I hate hero complexes so much, and I hate people who act like they're a good thing, because they are not. They are not at all. They have come a lot of the time from trauma, and they are damaging and they are toxic. And if you have a savior complex, or if you have a hero complex, you need to do some work on yourself. I'm saying that as someone who used to have one myself. So, yeah.
Some people should not be therapy.
Yeah,
yes,
100%.
I did see the thing about the trauma dumping TikTok.
Yes, I've seen that, and that was one of the things I was talking about. I wasn't aware of whether other people had seen that or not, but it's literally that. I don't ever think I would ever be someone like that, and I would never ever want to get into a profession if I ever thought I would be someone like that. But I cannot stand people like that.
I didn't understand it, because I was like, surely as a therapist you are there to help the person, so trauma dumping is kind of useful for you to figure out what they need to work through.
Yeah, it's like I can't understand therapists like that.
I don't know what I missed, but I did hear a bit about the hero complex thing, and I think that's why I had such an intensely averse reaction to Ryan at first.
Me too, 100%.
Yeah, Charlotte was basically just saying that through both Ryan and Pike, the game is showing us how unhelpful hero complexes can be. And also by making us make these decisions as Alex to an extent, like with taking away other people's emotions, is very much that sort of like, if only I could save other people.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how, like, hero complexes are very always throw up a red flag for me, no matter what context they're in.
Well, also think about how violent they are. Like, think about white saviorism.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, it's literally violent to, like, think that, because it's basically being like, I'm, consciously or not, it's basically being like, I'm better than that person,
and I know better than you,
and I know better than them what they need.
And it's taking away autonomy. It takes away someone. You know the one thing that used to really, really piss me off when I worked in healthcare was when people very much would do that whole thing of, I want to give a voice to the voiceless. And it's like,
I've seen that.
It's like, I'm sorry, mentally ill people with mental illness, they have a voice, funny enough.
Have a voice.
Yeah. It might not be, it might not be verbal, because obviously with, autism, there's selective mutism, and with other disabilities there is as well. But like the whole concept that because you have an illness or you have a neurodivergency or a disability, that you don't have a voice, and that somebody else can make your decisions and somebody else can play the adult role for you.
Yeah.
It's just so infantilizing and it's so disgusting.
Charlotte's just like, they're voiceless because people are talking over them, lol.
Exactly, exactly. And
it's like, my ADHD didn't take away my vocal cords. You are just not listening.
And again,
people did.
And again, it's literally like violent.
Yeah.
It's like
100%.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
They're not voiceless, you're just not listening. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Exactly.
So
you don't want to listen.
Is there anything else I missed while I was having a coughing fit?
No, it was all about the hero stuff.
It was about talking about like hero and savior complexes.
So fuck this guy, but this is the less shitty choice.
Yeah. And we're not doing this for him.
We're not doing this for him. We are doing this because fuck signing that affidavit.
You want to risk your life over this? Gabe, Mac, Alex, who's next? Fuck. Just keep your head down, dummy. You're just a shitheel. Typhon's major league. Typhon doesn't lose. Typhon disappears people. Let them get killed. Not you.
No.
Told you.
I know you're afraid. I am too. I know you think that Typhon is too big, too invincible, but they're not. I will bring them down. I just need your help.
Appeal to emotion?
Yeah, probably.
I meant for Gabe, but...
Just have a little courage. Please.
Yeah, maybe I think Gabe's thing would have worked. I just...
Fuck.
Getting a bit tired of using my dead brother to emotionally guilt trip people.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you.
Or the fact the game keeps giving you the option to do, because to be fair, most of the time when it's come up, we've kind of tried to avoid it.
Alex. Be careful.
Again, I don't need protecting. Not from you.
They hired a fucking PI. I can't believe it.
It's just gross.
And screened her Wi-Fi usage.
It's so gross.
We live in a carceral state.
It's like how do you not think that snooping on someone's privacy is more of a crime than stealing the fucking pen
We
drive?
live in a carceral state.
Also, I mean, I don't know if US law is probably slightly different to UK law, but I'm fairly certain that's illegal.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't under suspicion for anything, therefore she has the right to privacy.
I think that in the
But this
America...
is the thing, like, the law, like...
Oh.
Literally only applies to people that the state can use it against.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and
to maintain their interests.
And I think that the American law, depending on like what state you're in, has more looser terms of that kind of privacy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only starting to like learn about it now, but it's because as part of my journalism course, I have to learn media law, and part of two big parts of the law that come into journalism from the European Convention of Human Rights are that everyone has the right to privacy and everyone has the right to share information.
Yeah.
I think is the two I have to remember, but the privacy one is like a big one.
It's also like in theory. Yeah, it is.
Of this episode.
Yeah, I thought it was. Sorry.
It's like in theory we have the right to privacy, but we literally know that like like none of our information and stuff is private. Like,
oh yeah, data mining is such a huge thing.
Yeah.
In tech, it's like when people turn around and are sort of. It's like when people are like, "Oh no, I don't get the coronavirus vaccine because there's a chip in it." And it's like, yeah,
you carry your chip around every
it's
day in your phone.
It's your phone. Like, what planet are you on?
Literally.
If you have a smartphone, that's where your chip is. Like,
yeah, it's
oh my god.
And it's like people are like, "Oh, I won't like use like Apple Pay or something because I don't want them to have my fingerprint." And I'm like, they already do.
They already
do.
Yeah.
Alex, come see me when you get the chance, Jed.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to feel about that note. Charlotte has said, I work for a law organisation. I've been doing some work on criminal justice, which, as you can imagine, is a very loaded term.
Those pictures. How long have they been watching us?
I mean,
And
even
what
when
will
I
they do
use
if-
the... Oh dear.
Now she has the fear.
Fuck. This is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I use the term criminal justice, I'm like, that is not to say that I think that it is justice.
No.
It's that it is the justice system.
Yeah.
It is our current justice system.
I have no idea what to do next.
It's like a
Maybe
system
talking to
based
Jed
on
will
an
help me feel
idea
better.
of justice which is predicated on crime and punishment, but
Yeah.
I don't believe that that really is justice.
First, I need to get out of this dress.
Shit, that wasn't there before, was it?
I don't think so.
No.
Ducky. Hope he's doing okay.
Also, it's an assumption of guilt even if they haven't been convicted, / even if they were wrongly convicted. Still labelled as criminals.
Time for a change of clothes.
Well, like, the criminal part and the, like, crime part is, like, for me, I generally try to avoid using the language of crime to pass moral judgment on people.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I need fresh
the idea
clothes.
that crime
The
equals
dresser
morally
calls to
bad
me.
is simply not true.
Yeah.
Like, criminality is a system that is designed to enforce certain norms and certain systems of power, right? To do something that is a crime is to do something which is against the law. That isn't to say that the law is, like, just or fair. Like, committing the crime, for
need fresh
example,
clothes.
of, like, possession
The dresser
of
calls to me.
weed or
Yeah.
any other drug. Like, what is morally wrong about that? Nothing. Right? But there are and equally there are things that are and historically have been perfectly legal that I would say are completely morally wrong. For example, slavery.
Yeah.
Which also was never abolished
fresh
and still
clothes.
exists in the modern
The
prison
dresser
industrial
calls to me.
complex.
Prison abolition.
Which is completely legal. So, yeah.
Yeah, also something I learned from my one
I
media
look
law
better than I
class
feel.
so far is that the way that common law works in the UK,
Can't
which
wait
is
to
like
have nightmares tonight.
the law that has just kind of existed since law began
night
in like
wasn't all
the
bad.
Middle Ages with like kings and stuff, is that there would be things that are bad, and then the punishment for them would vary wildly.
I need fresh clothes.
And the
dresser calls to me.
I think it was the solicitors
This
or
isn't
maybe
over,
barristers,
Gabe.
one of them,
I promise.
were initially just like agents of the king, and they would like go to one place and they'd be like, "Hey, this guy stole my pig," and so he'd be like, "Okay, the punishment for stealing a pig is
Looks like I'm
execution."
on my own now.
And then a different
wanna draw
royal
Brian
guy
and
would go
Steph
to a
in
different
deeper.
place and they'd find someone who's stolen a pig, and they'd be like, "Oh, the punishment is half an hour in the stocks." And there was no standardization, and it was just on the whim of some random guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this at length in my upcoming video essay. But like,
I need fresh clothes.
Michel Foucault.
The dresser calls to
Oh,
me.
Foucault.
Argues that, well, so does Angela Davis, and in a much more readable way.
Foucault!
And in a way that actually, like, analyzes, like, gender and race, as well as class. Argues that
I need fresh clothes.
like the criminal
The
justice
dresser
system
calls
and like
me.
like mass incarceration is like just about capitalist efficiency. Like it's standardized in order to be efficient. Like
Yeah.
because like when capitalism was happening, people were like, "Oh, that system that you described was massively inefficient." And we want to punish people less severely, but we want to punish more people.
Yeah.
So that we have more
Dresser calls
control
to
over
me.
people. Because if we have a huge amount of people in prison, then we have control over them. And it gives us access to free labor. So, like, all of those things are, like, more efficient for capitalism. It's not about justice.
Recommendation for anybody who's also really interested in prison abolition and
The
this whole
tables seem to have
concept.
turned,
Watch
all right?
13th on Netflix. An incredibly powerful documentary that looks on this idea that slavery was never abolished. And very, very powerful.
Maybe I'll just
watch
bike
it
out
when
to
you're
the
in a good
mine,
place, though,
dig
because
up some
especially for
answers myself.
POC folk, it can be very triggering at points. So
I think Alex wants to get changed. She's
Oh.
been saying,
yeah,
I
please,
want to get changed.
please let Alex get changed.
Yeah.
I was like, what's my objective?
Change clothes.
Let me
She's
change
been,
my...
she's been saying the dresser is calling to me for the last 10 minutes.
And I haven't been hearing.
Oh my god. The dumbest law of all that I've heard is how motherfuckers get arrested in Russia for gay propaganda, and it's almost comical how stupid it is.
Yeah. Happy Spring Festival, Haven Springs Community. Thanks for letting us celebrate with you. The poster is disabled replies.
Oh my god. Let Alex change clothes.
Sentimental tonight. But I haven't
I'm
seen her
oppressing
around.
Alex.
Where is
Letting her change her clothes.
She can be stinky.
I just wanted to take a second to say how wonderful Haven really is. Nights like this always remind me how lucky I am to call this place home. No other place will ever come close.
Ryan, smiley face.
You're not so bad yourself.
Heart emoji.
The canonical gay people in their land threaten the government.
Clearly.
Yeah. Looks like we're getting down to our last baskets of roses. If you haven't given one to your special someone yet, now's your chance.
I love this tradition. It always brings out the best in people you love.
She loved it. Thanks again, Eleanor.
They look so good. Yes, I do.
The jelly bean guessing contest has ended. Congratulations to our winner, Hector. So Hector is the name of the guy with the dog, Chrissy.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause. Crap, I thought it was gonna be going until midnight.
Normally, yes, but we had a perfect guess.
No way, someone actually won it this time?
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's been, what, 4 years?
I think 5.
It is live music time. Kind Haven listeners, start making your way over to the stage and make sure you get a good spot.
Sick!
Yes.
Okay, I gotta admit,
That rocked!
this is a pretty great feeling.
That was something else, Steph. Alex, bravo.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thanks, guys. We had a blast.
Totally starstruck.
What a festival, Haven. We ate, drank, and made merry. We tasted chilies, we rocked out to some music, and enjoyed a lovely spring night in our beautiful town. Thanks for another great year, everyone.
Great festival!
And thanks to our business partners and everyone who put so much work into making this festival possible.
Our pleasure. The smiles and laughter make it all worth it.
Best part of the year.
Okay, they meant local
They meant,
business.
yeah.
Special
I don't
for
think
you
they
too,
meant
Steph.
hyphen.
Enjoy that ice cream.
Charlotte's saying that I think there was a point where you can go and talk to Riley and have a big combo.
No!
But
Fuck.
Charlotte also missed it first playthrough.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Sadly, the Spring Festival is over, but the fun continues at Avalanche Ice Cream. Share your favourite memory from the festival in the comments and get one scoop on us.
I liked when Josh burned his mouth on the chili.
I didn't.
Better get a free scoop for that burn stat.
The music, hands down.
We love the set too. One free scoop.
I finally grew a pair and told a very special girl how special she is, and the scariest part wasn't telling her, it was realizing how dumb I was for waiting this long.
Damn, I think you deserve 2 scoops for that one.
Hell yeah. Also, like, cute and everything, but you didn't give us the rose stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte saying, I think she's at the bus stop and is deciding whether to go to college or not. Ooh, can I read this one?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Steph is good at hiding her feelings. Maybe it has something to do with her LARPing, knowing how to wear a personality like a mask. But tonight, I could tell that underneath the genuine excitement was a vein of anxiety, a tiny voice whispering, you have to deal with whatever comes after. She asked me to leave with her, to see the world with her, and all at once it occurred to me that the wide open sky above us would look just a little different from some other rooftop in some other place. And for a second, I ached to see it. Little stages and little bars, a whole secret network of strangers waiting to be made less strange, even if for a night. Could I have that? Do I deserve it? Back on the road, fucking finally. You're my good luck charm. Kansas City, Vegas, wherever we want. I wonder if you've thought about what you need. Cut the deck, pick a card. Maybe this is what I need. Someplace new, follow you from Salem to the sea. They tore a wall down in Berlin. I could tear a wall down too. What if what I need is you? There's a tower reference in there.
Do you know what?
There is indeed.
The bit where it's just talking about wearing a personality like a mask and all that stuff. Don't know why, but it's giving me Rachel vibes a little bit.
Well, I mean, I know why it's giving you Rachel vibes.
Well, yeah,
like
I know.
Rachel.
I mean, to be fair, like some of Steph's personality does give me Rachel vibes generally, but like it's just that sort of bit there. I was like,
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see Steph and Rachel interact at any point, because like I know that Steph had a crush on her, but I think that like her and Rachel probably would have been like too
similar. Yeah. Shall I read this one?
Sure.
Do you want to read it?
No, go for it.
Pike, Sophia. There's the threat that keeps you awake at night, all vigilant and terrified. Then there's one that you don't even know exists, so you sleep just fine. Guess which one is more likely to kill you? I thought I knew who Typhon was, but really I had no idea. Pike knew, and it terrified him. The horror of the witness, the paralysed audience, strapped in and made to watch the same inevitable choreography performed again and again and again. What have you seen, Pike? Before Gabe, before me? What secrets did you have to keep, and how long do you have to keep them? I thought of Charlotte, how I could have swallowed her anger, how I didn't. I still don't know if that was the right call, but I knew that I needed Pike on my side, so I did it. I don't want you to get hurt. Keep your head down. Typhon doesn't lose. No isn't an option. Rat girl, keep your head down. The cats will always win. Penny's shaking fist. Cross your name off their list. I can't go through this again.
It's an interesting thing as well about how like a lot of people continue to be complicit in like oppressive systems because they're afraid of like being on the wrong side of that oppressive system.
Let her get changed.
Let her get out of her dress.
Okay, I guess. So, fine.
She wants to wear trousers.
She wants to be non-stinky.
Might as well go talk to Jed
now. Comfy.
But did I not have options?
No. Just comfy.
Okay.
Comfy big jumper aesthetic.
Let's go talk to Jed, I guess. Oh, so much to talk about this episode.
Yeah. I knew it was going to hit the fan this episode. I knew it. It always does in episode 4.
Yeah. I feel like however this ends, it's going to be intense.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Jed.
There she is. Have a seat.
Oh dear.
Don't like this tone.
Well, it's the red on his face that's giving it
The red and the blue.
Something tells me you've had a more exciting spring festival than you planned for.
Color symbolism.
You saw Pike arrest me.
And let you go, apparently. Then there's that business with Ryan and Steph earlier today. I wasn't sure why it took all 3 of you to work out Diane's lunch order.
Same day. Interesting.
I know you're used to looking out for yourself. Gabe was like that.
What's with the tone he's
But
using?
Haven's a community. We help each other.
It's kind of threatening.
I want to help you. But first, you have to
I
let me
don't
know what's
trust
going
him.
on.
Nope.
This is this is very
Fuck it. What have I got to
every no
shit. Oh, okay.
Take a shot. This is very Hot Fuzz.
How do you mean?
In the sort of like,
yeah,
this town is a community, but you have to follow our rules or we'll get rid of you.
Yeah, like the whole point of Hot Fuzz is it's kind of like a.
It's idyllic because they killed everyone who didn't fit in.
Yeah, basically.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I fully forgot the plot. I just remembered what's his face being funny.
I just remember them all in the medieval cloaks.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
when
end.
they're like, oh yeah, we're a cult.
Yeah, we're a cult.
Oh, I just don't want to tell him anything.
Take a shot.
Should we just say take a... What does that even mean?
I think we are going to take a shot.
Take a shot of whatever he gives us.
Which in the current climate is quite scary.
Oh yeah, oh.
But I don't want to tell him anything.
No, I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Like, I think it was the fancy bourbon. Look at this small, sad bean just trying to get some justice for her big brother on what? He's mad at her? Sweaty hood?
Oh, fuck. Okay, we still have to say something.
I'd go with the I wouldn't say about Gabe. I'd go with Ryan. Just tap into his sensitivities a little bit. It's his son after all, like, and it might. I wouldn't say anything about Gabe. I just don't trust the fucker. Like,
I think it's less information.
It's less information, and the thing is that like with Ryan, he's always gonna have that personal sort of attachment to it.
It's like less information and it's potentially more strategic.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I've been chasing proof that Typhon was responsible for Gabe's death. And
never mind.
I found out they buried something. A secret.
You know what
Now
the
they're
secret is,
threatening
don't you? You know.
And
It's
Steph.
your secret.
And Ryan.
Threatened? How?
Pike showed me photos. Typhon's been watching us. I'm not giving up, Jed.
I honestly think we're on the money with Jed.
Not ever.
Alex, I love you, but you should not tell everyone everything.
Nope.
Yeah.
I know what they're hiding.
Oh?
Oh?
Are you gonna I thought you were gonna keep it a secret.
I don't know, I'm concerned that he's gonna be like, let's go down to the mine, and then try and kill her.
Yeah. I still don't trust him.
A la
So
Hot
it
Fuzz.
could be a, like, strategy.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, see, you can trust me.
Yeah. Do you want to go down the open question route again? Of what is it, rather than you knew?
Yeah, I think I would, yeah.
Please, Jed. What's the truth? What are they afraid of?
Typhon's the devil that runs this town. I've been carrying their secrets for far too long. I know what they buried in the mountains.
Tell me.
This is giving me weird Jefferson
I'll do
vibes.
one better.
Yeah, he's gonna show.
I'll show you.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah, and then he's gonna try and fucking kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be the end of the episode.
It's fucking Jefferson again,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's bloody Jefferson all over again. Oh, what is it with the J's? Jeez.
The glare in Alex's glasses, the detail is unreal. We've come a long way since LIS1.
We really have, haven't
Yeah.
we? I was playing Before the Storm with my partner a couple of weeks ago, and even that, like, the animation
Where are
style
we?
is so different, even though it was only a
Middle of
couple of years
nowhere.
ago.
It'll
About
be
2
interesting
clicks
to
that
see
way
what
is
the
the mining
remasters
site
look
where you
like.
search
Yeah.
for Ethan. 5 clicks that way is town.
What is a click?
What is this thing?
Jedison.
Ventilation shaft. They're
Squeenix
scattered
really said
everywhere.
don't trust white men and with
Over the
J
years,
And
the
they're
mines go
right.
into
Yeah,
mines,
they're right.
creating a labyrinth under
They are
Haven.
correct.
Don't go
What
down.
you're searching for is down below.
Ho, don't do it.
Don't go down. He's gonna push you.
He's gonna fucking kill you. He's gonna murder you.
He's gonna push you.
Wait.
Jed. Why are you sad?
Because I'm gonna kill you.
He's gonna.
And I don't
Oh
wanna
my
do this.
god.
I knew it!
We fucking knew it! This motherfucker.
Fucking called it.
Knew it.
I'm sorry, kid.
People are always like, Sarah, why don't you trust men? This is why. This is why I don't trust men.
Stop Nancy During and run. The amount of trash she had in him is so sad.
I'm gonna put the gun down. As my,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna be like,
Yeah.
what's happening? I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Just put the gun down.
I tried to talk you out of it, scare you off. I was sure those pictures of Ryan and Steph would do the trick,
He's the PI?
but you were relentless.
Or he provided the
Won't leave
PI?
damn
he
well enough
provided them
alone.
with the information.
You don't have to do this.
I do. 12 years ago, I made a mistake.
See, you can't trust heroes.
The kind of thing that you
I told you, guys, I told
can't
you.
do.
Hero complex, it doesn't work.
But Typhon made me a deal. A way to save my town.
Alex is a bisexual
Give my boy
neurodivergent
a
minor.
normal
Leave her
life.
alone.
She literally is.
Yeah.
I
don't
never
think she's a
wanted
minor,
Gabe to get hurt.
But, yes.
Yeah, she's like 20 something, right?
Yeah, I think she...
Go to hell.
I think she got out of the care system as an adult. Fuck.
There's no way this is the end of the episode, right? I feel like that would end it too quickly.
Yeah. He faked the PI stuff to scare her. And Jed, why are you sad, boy? That gave me chills. Me too. That visual was very powerful.
That visual gave me...
Fuck!
It is the end of the episode? How long have we been playing? Why does it not feel like that long?
Well,
It wasn't-
apparently the episodes for this one are shorter. We have been live for just under 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do we want to try and do
I mean...
Do we want to try and do chapter 5?
Do we kind of want to play chapter 5? Because I kind of want to.
Okay, right. People who have played it and who know how long we spend on shit, could we realistically play the next chapter and finish before midnight?
Yeah.
Because I have shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah, like...
I have work at 9, so...
Okay, in the meantime...
Yeah, what are our decisions? And then
Let's-
I'll see what everyone says.
Like,
Because that was quick. Like, we spent half an hour in the first fucking room. And we've been live for under 3
We
hours.
also
really
spent,
short.
like, on that decision, we spent a good 20 minutes talking about it.
Yeah.
We planned for 5 hours, so...
Yeah.
Um,
Everyone's like, yeah, you'll definitely get through it, do it.
Okay.
I mean, I imagine there's not much from, like, my experience with Life is Strange games. Episode 5 is usually more direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason episode 5 took me so long was because of the dream, like, nightmare escape.
Oh
maze.
my god. Do you know what? It's one
Quick
of-
pee break here, we'll have a pee break.
Yeah, we'll go through our decisions, we'll have a pee break, and then we'll
And
get
I'll let
into
Josh know that
episode
might be
5.
slightly later,
That
unless he's in the stream currently.
That dream sequence is so powerful in the first game, but it messed me up for so long after I played it.
You
I was
know,
like
I-
dreaming about that sequence in my own dreams.
You know, like, I kind of, like, low-key realized at some point that I genuinely find it, like, a bit triggering. And that's why I struggle with it so much.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good, but I was like, now that I recognize it, I'm like, oh, I am triggered. Because my body is in fight or flight mode right now.
Same.
It was horrible.
It was horrendous.
Okay. Pike let Alex go after she removed her fear. 72% of people have done that, and that was our only major decision in this episode.
Okay.
That's interesting. Alex gave her rose to Steph. 66%!
Oh, okay, there is the option to not give anyone a rose.
I was thinking that because of how, instead of it being a major decision thing, you go up to them and you press circle. So you can just not go up to either of them. Or you can go up to them and not press it.
That's cool. And also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
I'm sure it'll come back. Alex had a nice moment by the bonfire, 70%. Alex didn't sit on the couch. Okay, fine. But anyway, that is a win for the gays. Steph and Alex mused about moving to the ocean. It was pretty split. Sorry. Steph and Alex shared a kiss. 67%.
Only 3% hugs. I think that's a clear indication that the demographic are right. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if people were like into Steph, they were into Steph.
Charlotte said, "I was so worried you wouldn't give Steph her rose."
Probably
just because I think because of accident rather than intention.
Oh, I mean, I came into this being like Steph. Yeah. That was the one thing on my brain.
And also, you always try and find the route around the situation that leaves plot progression till last.
Yeah, I do.
And plot progression would have been doing the concert, not the rose. So
yeah. I mean, I misread that with Pike, but Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Obviously, 71% of people.
The gays have spoken.
Alex and Charlotte shared a bittersweet moment in the festival, or the other option is to be weirdly detached.
Okay, bittersweet's definitely better.
Agree. Yeah. We have a connection. But that's 50-50. That's really interesting. Alex didn't find Riley at the bus stop.
Look at the other options. Riley went away to college. Alex revealed Eleanor's illness and Riley stayed. Riley had already decided not to go to school. Presumably through other factors in earlier episodes where we could have told Riley.
That is really interesting because that indicates that there's a lot of like nuanced things that can contribute to what happens in Riley's story. But Alex didn't use her power with Ducky. Oh. I wonder how that could have played out differently because I genuinely don't know.
I think we might have been able to read his emotions again afterwards.
Maybe. Alex helped the jelly bean counter win the contest. Alex didn't talk to the diner buyer. Alex didn't help them admit their feelings. The guy and gal friend.
Oh.
Rip in peace.
Oh, Charlotte is detached if you took her anger.
That makes sense.
The bus stop is such a weird one because it's so far away from everything else that's happening.
Yeah.
That makes
sense. Like, physically.
It sounds like a lot of people didn't on their first go.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. If you aren't already, remember to subscribe and hit that bell button to know when we upload next.
On screen, you can find this whole playlist for this Let's Play, and you can find a link to our latest video essay. If you like what you see, consider supporting us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon is in the description of every video.
Thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.